Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome you back, finally, after a week away, to our Crusader Kings 3 Basking in Glory live-streamed Let's Play. Very excited to dive back in. It has been an extra week, so all the more excitement has been compressed into myself as we dive in and push further into the Iberian Peninsula and try and secure the old holy sites. Just as a reminder, we have finally brought back the old faith. There is one thing I need to check that was pointed out in the comments, I believe it was, of the previous episode, and there was something I noticed right at the end of the previous episode as well, when we'd already got the credits screen up, but the sharp-eyed among you noticed it and actually dropped a mention in the comments as well. There is some interesting stuff going on in the peninsula. It's gonna, oh boy, it's gonna drag us in a different direction. If you thought Italy was far from our goals, wait until you see what's up with the peninsula today. But folks, before we dive into it, just want to say hello and good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it might be, to all y'all hanging out right off the bat. Over here we got Timeless Chronicles 2, we got 6X Lord, Tobes, Tyler Hall, Seamus SS, Sir William, Lars Bungard, we got Classified, we got An India Day, we got Patrick Shatley, we got Tyler Hall, who I said twice, my apologies. I thought I clicked, oh jeez. Nope, very different stream. Very different stream. During the off week, I missed about. Oh yeah, man. Me too, Patrick. Me too. Honestly, I wish. I guess I could have teased what I'd noticed when the credits screen was up. But knowing what I knew, I was like, maybe I shouldn't share this because that would make the wait even more unbearable. But again, folks, just want to mention really quickly, thank you for your patience with regards to the skipped stream. I was again out of town, didn't actually make it back into town until quite late, didn't actually make it to my desk until like close to midnight pretty much, so there was no way that stream was going to happen, but it's okay, we're back in full force now, and with a little patience to dive in, let's go ahead and do exactly that. Let's dive on in. Just want to say a warm welcome as well, of course, to all of y'all who are watching but are not chatting in chat, obviously. Just want to make sure that you know that I appreciate your presence as well, whether you're chatting or not. And of course, a warm welcome to everybody watching the VODs too. All right, folks, what's wrong with this map? Real quick, gonna give you like 10 seconds to answer. What is wrong with this map of the Iberian Peninsula? Do you see it? And does it make your body ache as much as it makes mine? Does it make your heart ache as much as it does mine? You might have seen it. Alexander, how's it going, buddy? Dom, how goes? Glad y'all could make it. Exactly. That's exactly right, Dom. That's exactly right. The Byzantine Empire has made it into the Iberian Peninsula because of that frustrating succession that we were trying to fend off, that frustrating succession that we were trying to fight, but lost. And so, it seems we will be going a bit further than Italy in our designs now. It seems we'll have to actually go to war with the Byzantine Empire. And that is very rude, isn't it? Just sticking it in there, just diving on in, just stealing some territory. Now, here's the thing. Fact of the matter is the Byzantine Empire is rather weak right now. Its only ally is this Baron of Inos, which is actually an internal ally. And he's not even, he's not that, he's got a nice number of soldiers, but not powerful enough to stand against us. The only trouble would be, of course, that getting our troops here would take some time. All of our men-at-arms and everything would have to travel from our capital at Zaragoza, of course, the recently moved capital, from there to the, Cantabria and stuff like that to actually war properly with the Byzantine Empire. We should actually have a claim on this. Let's make sure first. Oh, I cannot declare war while in debt. So I have to wait at least 10 months, unless I get lucky with, taxes or something. I have to wait at least 10 months, allowing Basilius Manuel here. Actually, what's the Greek way to pronounce Manuel? Is there a Greek way to, is that? Anyway, yeah, he is Greek. I'm curious. If anybody knows, please let me know. But yes, I have to wait 10 months. That'll allow him to accrue some strength. Even at full strength, he's not. He's a fraction of my my power, right? So that'll be okay. Unless he accumulates some allies, potentially that could be scary. We have to go to war with him. I do believe we have a claim. We might not have a claim, but you know what? Actually, I don't think I do have a claim. I don't think I do have a claim. I wish the game would at least let you check. Let's see if I... Yeah, I wish I could at least check if I do have a casus belli, and then stop me from declaring the war, because that would let me know if I should fabricate a claim or not. Just to play it safe, I suppose I could send my my guy in to fabricate a claim, my realm priest, right? What is he up to right now? He is currently helping with religious relations. We don't worry about that as much anymore since we've converted our faith. We don't have to accumulate piety like we once did. I mean, of course, I'd still like to do piety-based stuff, but we can prioritize things like fabricating claims, and it looks like we do, in fact, have to get to work here. All right, the other option, of course, is to see who actually has... Oh, it is just a county. Oh, okay, it is just a county. In that case, we could claim it for ourselves. Yeah, we could claim it for ourselves. Sure. Because I was thinking the other option is, of course, to bring one of these claimants in to our court. I don't think anyone's going to actually come through. All right, fair enough. In that case, let's go ahead and yeah, fabricate a claim here. First order of business is to make sure we take back what is rightfully ours. Fabricate a claim. This is the Barony of Tarragona. Yeah, okay, excellent. So that's one county. I was for a second worried that it was actually 2 counties. It was a duchy. That would have been bad. But yes, we'll go ahead and declare war against the Byzantine Empire as soon as we can. That'll take 12 months to actually fabricate. It's 10 months, give or take, before we can actually declare war anyway, so that's fine. They'll grow a bit stronger. What we'll have to do is immediately take this so we have the objective, and then take a ship all the way over to strike at their capital, of course. The thing is, again, don't forget, getting onto a ship is expensive with a large army, so we'll have to keep that in mind as well. Just make sure we have some money in the bank. So, you know, realistically, it's probably more than 10 months before we declare this war. That's okay. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. We'll have this back. We'll have this back. Darren, you were able to catch up. That sounds great, buddy. Glad you could make it live today. Hope you're enjoying the show so far, and I hope you enjoy the live experience as much as you did the VOD experience. And yes, Dom, that is something I was thinking, was like we could have a fraction of our army over here, because chances are taking this would be relatively easy. So we could have a fraction of our army raised over here, and then the rest of our army actually raised over here, so we don't have to pay the money to ship them over. However, if we wanted to rush, you know, straight to their capital, if we want to do that, then we'd have to pay a cost to get them on the sea anyway. Alternatively, of course, we push through all their territories over here, right? Like, that is an option too, of course. It's just we'd suffer attrition, it would prolong the war, and that would hurt our economy rather significantly. So just got to figure that out. Is it the one-time fee that I'm willing to pay, or is it the you know, the long-term payments while looting? Actually, well, why don't we just take a quick gander over here? I know the war is still some ways away, but I just want to see if it is of good value. I mean, 23 gold over here, 29, nope, that's a city, 20 gold up over there. We got 19. I mean, they've got 29, okay, that's 2 29s. We've got a 5. Okay, this looks like the less wealthy part of oh no, we got money over here. All right, you know, it might actually be worth looting as we push through. It might actually be worth a decent bit of gold, make up for the expenses. And of course, any, you know, important people we imprison, we can send off to be ransomed, right? So we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out. Lizper, glad you could join us today. You just missed a bit of a recap and me pointing out that the Byzantine Empire is actually now in the Iberian Peninsula, so we're making plans to take them out of here, of course, and maybe even to just take them out in general for their transgressions against us. Shipping rates these days, for real, Tom, for real. It's all about that. It's all about that supply chain of my armed forces from the Iberian Peninsula to Greece and Anatolia, I suppose. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll be fine. I noticed that as I zoomed out at the end of the last session, I noticed the purple there, and I was like, we're already on the credit screen. I'm not gonna do a tease, knowing that we have another week missing. So instead, I figured we'd save it for a reveal for today's session. So there you go. I'm in debt. Yes, painfully aware of that. Thank you very much. I can do some transfers. That's okay. Powerful vassal expecting. Yeah, sure. Look, be gone. Munyabella can actually marry. We don't need many allies. We've got plenty of allies. Lotharingia, even though they betrayed us in the recent past. We got Italy, of course, strained as that relation might be. Vasconia. Wait, hang on. Oh, that's just my brother, I think, right? Bavaria, and we have Galicia as well, which is unfortunate because we would be going to war with them relatively soon. We have plenty of allies. So our daughter here, I think we could probably marry her to somebody for their stats, you know, for the potential genetic benefits, let's say. Get some giants into the family or something, right? Because what is she? She's quick. Why don't we go ahead and look for someone for you to marry who has... Let's see if there are any Herculean individuals out there. I thought there were. Ooh, hello. Hello, there are indeed. Buddy here would bring an alliance with him. Not a big alliance. Probably drag us into more issues than solve for us. You're also an earl over here. Trusting, content, generous. I wouldn't mind someone who's like lustful, you know? Oh, there we go. Lustful, Herculean, lazy. Lustful and lazy. That's a sad combination for whoever marries him. Honest. Well, at least there's that. He might not be a bad idea. I don't necessarily want someone who's a particularly capable fighter, because I want a baby maker. You know, I want somebody who stays at home with his wife and helps produce children. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Theostolfur, he's 36. Our daughter is 17. He's got quite a few years left in him. It's probably not a bad idea at all. That 13-year-old, I don't want to wait that long. Got to wait 3 years before they'll start doing anything, of course. Oh man. If anybody is watching, I'm not gonna, no spoilers, no spoilers, but hovering over these younger ages as potential betrothals and stuff. If anybody is watching House of the Dragon, it just feels that much more wrong now having a visual aid for this conversation. So don't worry, no, I'm not gonna spoil plot or what happens or anything like that. But you know, I mean, it's a Game of Thrones prequel, so you can expect things that make you raise your eyebrows. And oh boy, oh boy. All right, let's go ahead and get Theostolfur in here. Lustful, Herculean, sounds good to me. He'll accept. Munyabella will lose some prestige, but that's okay. It'll be a matrilineal marriage. I should have checked that first, actually, but it's fine. So he'll come here. They'll produce children. Medium chance of success. Hopefully Herculean will come through quick as well. Obviously, hopefully Herculean though, because I would like that secured in our court. Right, have a family of warriors down the line. Go ahead and send that proposal. That'll be good for us. And you're searching relevance. Well, the main focus there was just Herculean, so I wasn't too concerned about anything else. I wanted Herculean, and Lustful was right there for us as well, Taran, so I'm not too concerned about that. Muhammad of Shari, glad you can make it, buddy. Lustful guy also had good learning. Did he? Cool. Good for him. Frankly, I just need him to appease my daughter and appease me and my family's designs in having some warrior stock amongst us, because we have not been blessed. So we have not been getting too many warrior children like I've wanted. By the way, just as a reminder, we did disinherit our first son. I'll be honest, I forget exactly what he did. Oh, you know what? I think it was because he failed his studies. Amongst everything else, he did poorly as he came of age, and so his birthday gift as he came of age was being disinherited, because Deceiver Javier is a genius, destined for greatness, and his older brother would never be able to perform the magnificent designs that our God has for our family, right? So Deceiver had to become our heir, and we disinherited our first son. It was a little painful to do, but he was proving to be a failure of a son, so it had to happen. Infante Anso, we can negotiate an alliance. He's my son and vassal. I don't think I need to do that. The very son that we've disinherited, that is okay. I'll keep that up though. We can imprison criminals. Duke Vela, my cousin, it's okay. He's allowed to go scot-free. What's his crime anyway? Well, he's an adulterer. Is that his crime? He's fine. He's my cousin. He's fine. And Baron Mukhtar, what's the deal here? Dude doesn't hate us. He doesn't love us. He doesn't hate us either. In charge of a mosque. He's okay. He's got a lot of money, actually. I would not succeed. I don't think I need to deal with this. I don't need to deal with this. His liege though is a problem. Count Hussein Al-Bunt. You, I don't like. You don't like me. Right, he's one of our vassals down over here. Just got to keep an eye on him. Otherwise, we're okay. I'll get rid of that notification. I can demand payment for Countess, or from Countess Paterna. She is the friend of King Lope II. Oh, she used to be the spy master, I thought. Not anymore. I figured I would hold on to this hook to use against the King of Asturias, you know, when time for war or something came, but she's 77, so maybe it's time to use that hook for money instead. Like I said, we're in a bit of a financial situation, right? So maybe not a terrible idea. Go ahead and demand that payment. It's unfortunate, but we have to deal with the Greek issue before we expand further and allow the Byzantine Empire to grow strong once more. So fine, let's just demand our payment here. We'll find... Look, we don't need hooks to eliminate Asturias. We don't need hooks to eliminate them, right? And we can change Duchess Asana's contract. This is the Duchess of Barcelona, who really hated us at first. Doesn't hate us as much anymore. I wanted her help in getting rid of Count Aziari. So, okay, this was suggested in the comments, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, as opposed to in chat. But it was suggested that we just go ahead and try to imprison him, let him rise up in rebellion, and then just crush him. It may incite a Liberty faction to revolt. Or the Liberty faction. Okay, so who is the Liberty faction? Let's take a look here. The Liberty faction is, of course, himself. That's 2,000 soldiers. And the Count of Kalat Ayub. Where is this? Down over here. And what's your strength like? Another 800 or so soldiers. Okay, so about half of our strength, really. These guys combined together. I'm not sure if anybody else will join them. They do have allies. See, like, I don't know if his wife will join him in this rebellion. It's very likely. And she is also powerful. She's another 1,000 soldiers. Now, granted, I do have the allies that I can bring in, obviously. Right? So, that is obviously an option. But for that, we need some money. Right? Because I want to be able to actually sustain our war. Let's go ahead and let time move forward. Let's recover some of our wealth. And we'll see about dealing with this conversation in due time, right? Because I've let him hold on to this territory for too long. Dude literally tried to kill me. It blows my mind that I cannot... well, actually... Yeah, it blows my mind that it's still an act of tyranny to try and imprison him. It is known that he tried to murder me. If we go to intrigue, if we go to hooks and secrets... well, I guess it's not a secret. I guess it's not a secret. I mean, does it say over here? Attempted to murder me. Oh, no, wait, that's his opinion of me. Anyway, I know he tried to murder me as well. So, yeah. Like, it shocks me that I can't actually just throw him in jail for even thinking about that. There's this holy matrimony. Yeah, okay. Excellent. So we now have a wedding at court. Unfortunately, we cannot afford anything, so Berenguela can sort out her own celebrations. Who are you marrying? A warrior? Osatrunos? Yeah, it must be. We brought him in because of his capabilities on the battlefield. She can sort out her own celebrations. This is not our daughter's wedding. So that should be coming too. There we go. Moniabella is getting married. Excellent. And again, sadly, we cannot afford the ceremonies. Too expensive. Too expensive. Shannon Steam, how's it going, Swoosh Kid? Glad you can make it. Taryn, she can't join the rebellion. Why would she not be able to join? Is it? Oh, right, because we have a strong hook on her. Good point. Good point. Yeah, so we should be fine there, actually. And Maxime Patterson, glad you can make it as well, buddy. Hope you all are having a beautiful, beautiful start to your week. Unfortunately, Munyabella is not, as I tell her, no, we can't pay for a wedding, sadly. It is a bit disgraceful, I'll be honest. We should be able to renowned, noteworthy families such as ours should be able to pay for weddings. But we are saving up for a lavish wedding for our son, of course, Infante Deceiver. Let's very quickly take a look at the Italian situation. We're not going to, don't worry, we're not going to start plotting or anything like that again. Has he had, no, he's only had 2 daughters. So his primary heir is still Princess Eliza. Ah, just as I... Of course, just as we look. 28% chance of success to kill him. Well, I'm glad it happened while we were watching. So now we know that it happened. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not going to fuss about the Italian situation any longer. What we might want to do is wait until... Well, you know, wait some time. Maybe we'll assassinate some of his children in due time. But would have been nice to have our family inherit this eventually, right? Would have been nice. What do we have here? Right. So Berenguela is actually here making a crown, right? She was an inspired individual in our court. She wanted to make a crown. So my metalsmith, Berenguela, updates me on her progress, droning on about the limits of tongs and bellows as my mind reels with bold ideas for my crown. Making may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have a say in how my money is spent. I can either say I have a few suggestions. It stresses me out, though. Or have you considered this angle? It stresses me out as well. Causes a mental break. We're at stress level like 0, so we could take a bit of a mental break. What does our personality say? We're arbitrary, we're temperate, and we're cynical. Cynical. That cynical tells me that maybe I would have a few suggestions, because like, you know, I'm like, does she know what she's doing? Is she only making something for her own portfolio, you know, so she can get other people to be her patrons down the line? You know? Temperate though tells me let her be. What do you guys think? And exactly, Timeless Chronicles, the Italian job is on hold. We'll maybe discuss it later. We'll see how many sons he has, and it might just be impossible to pull off. It would have been nice. It would have been really nice to have Italy. Is she particularly skilled? She's all right. Well, when we hired her, didn't it say that she was a master? Yeah, she's considered a master by her peers. So I guess I should say she knows what she's doing. Very well. That's a good point. It does say there's a 74% chance of the artifact being produced at a higher quality there, which is that's not a low percentage chance. But you're right. The main reason I invested in her, the main reason I became her patron was because she's considered a master by her peers. That's a very good point. So why don't we go ahead and just let her do what she knows best how to do. Good point, Shamus. No, Berenguela knows what she's doing. Good stuff. See what she comes up with. A couple more months before we can declare war. Again, that hook made us a lot of money, so this fabricate claim is actually moving slower than I would have liked. But it's okay. Probably for the better again, right? Because then we can help with, like, afford moving our troops and stuff like that. County corruption, we're at Albret. Okay, fair enough. Not like we're building anything anytime soon, right? Don't have the money for it. We'll get there, though. Let's speed time up a little bit more. No need to move so slowly, as we're simply accumulating wealth. Our armies grow stronger, and would you look at that? Would you look at that? What killed him? Under mysterious circumstances, I was completely uninvolved. This was not my doing, but Count Azeari has died. Today, the curse has been lifted. Fate has smiled upon me and brought that vile churl to his grave, and not one day too soon. Oh, hello. Countess Azeari was killed by Duchess Asana. Wow. You know what? That's some beautiful stuff. Now that is some poetry. I lose 10 stress. Good stuff. Hang on now. Who's actually in charge here now? Because his sons did like me well enough. Yeah. He likes me well enough. And you like me well enough as well. They are my direct vassals. They should be my direct vassals, right? They are vassals under the Duchy of Zaragoza. So that's actually okay. I don't mind them being there if they are if they're loyal to me, and it seems to be the case. I could, if I wanted to, murder them and take this territory for myself. But like I said, I mean, if they serve me well enough, then I'm okay with that, right? I don't have to hold everything directly, but they like me, so that's okay. Good stuff. Wow, you know, sometimes things have a way of working themselves out. Now, why did you murder your husband? That's the question. Why did that happen? I don't mind, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't a favor for me, was it? What have you done here, and why? The insult wears off December of this year. Okay, she's not a fan of my hunchback. What else? Our faith has some colliding opinions, I suppose we could say. Imprisoned family member, that'll be gone soon enough. The blackmail won't be gone anytime soon. Disappointed will improve as well. She might end up, we might actually end up getting along. Was he an adulterer? I think he was just starting to become frustrating to deal with. Melancholic, drunkard. And she was just like, wow, you know what? I don't like you. He's sadistic. Ooh, you know, that paints a very terrifying picture. Sadistic, gluttonous, drunkard, melancholic. Yo, he reminds me of good old Bobby B a little bit. Ambitious as well, though, but that ambition was about to bring his end, and I guess I can thank the Duchess for doing that. I don't want to say for me. It was not a favor. She didn't do it for me. She did it for herself. But what does she have to gain by murdering that man? I'm quite curious. I am quite curious. I'll take it, though. Abhinav, how's it going, buddy? You missed not too much. We discussed how to deal with the Byzantine situation. They are in the Iberian Peninsula, as I think you noticed. I think you noticed in the comments of the previous episode. Correct me if I'm wrong. I read that the moment it came through, but memory can be a little fuzzy sometimes. But apart from that, we did some marriaging. We married our daughter to this. Well, one of our champions now, I suppose. Let's actually forbid him from being... no, I'm sorry. Look, I know your faith and this, that, and the other thing, but you are forbidden from being a warrior on those battlefields. I need you on a very different field of battle, and that is the bed. Theostolfur, where are you? Where are you? There you are. Forbid. Caring about him more than some of my sons at times, but no, he is Herculean, also a poet, also lustful, and I'm hoping that him and Muniabella make children, so I'm glad I went in to check that. So we arranged that marriage, and apart from that, just trying to get this back, having to go to war, of course, with the Byzantine Empire for it. We're fabricating a claim right now, so not too much, a couple of moves, a bit of Game of Thrones going on. Yeah, a little bit, right? A little touch here and there, a little touch here and there. Maybe they just became rivals at some point. It's possible, Tobes. Yeah, maybe they just didn't love each other. I mean, just because they're married doesn't mean they love each other, right? This is a very different time and era. That's one way of getting a divorce. I suppose she didn't think she could ask me for a divorce. Well, I forget now. She's Catholic. Divorce must be approved, yeah, by the head of faith, which maybe she was just getting denials, right? I am able to hold court now. We might see money come in where... I find if you hold court when you're in the negative, you're more likely to get events that provide you with money rather than ask for money. But why don't we go ahead and hold court? It'll help. It could help with a variety of situations. Our hook on Edda will soon expire. Edda. No money. Are you of any value to me? Low-born. Very high learning. She's strong. That's about it. Where did I even get this hook from? She's not worth having in our court for anything other than to maybe marry a capable knight, I suppose. I suppose we could do that, actually. Exposing a secret. Oh, right. I guess that's where I got one from. Wandering now. She might have been someone important in a plot that I was planning at one point. I suppose I could invite her to court, marry her with some champion, and bring a capable warrior into our court that way. Sure, use the hook. Let's do it. If it's about to expire and I have no other use for it, let's go ahead and do it. Again, a little arbitrary, right? That's who we are. Invite her to court, and go ahead and arrange your marriage. Find a spouse for you, rather. Go ahead and get rid of Herculean, because there are no Herculean individuals available. Matrilineal. I suppose we could seek out like a giant or something. They're not going to have children. But eventually I could marry him to somebody else when she passes away. And we'll be good. Let's actually check their prowess as well, though. Okay, that's terrible. That is not worth it. Clear that. Well, matrilineal needs to stay on. Get rid of giant. Let's go ahead and do it by prowess then. If we're prioritizing warrior capabilities. 29. Unfortunately, he's very old. Dat. 23. Not bad. Possessed as well. A literal warrior possessed. Oh, he's actually Arazarak. Where? Infante Alfonso's steward. My brother's steward, eh? Not going to steal him from my brother. That would be unfair to him. Seslava, we're down at the 18s now. 19 over here, 20 over here. Irakliu. Again, we don't have to worry about foreign cultures and stuff anymore. We are no longer involved with the Iberian struggle. We are an interloper. When we changed our faith, it changed our involvement with it, which I think actually works out quite nicely. We had the first half of this campaign focused around the struggle and how we could influence the struggle. We were actively a part of the struggle for quite a bit, and now we are moving on from their petty squabbles and bringing back the old faith. I think it's been a very adventure-filled playthrough in that way. But yeah, let's bring this guy in, I think. Gamer78, how's it going, buddy? Seamus, maybe he took her eye in a drunken sadistic rage, and she has been planning this ever since. Wanted a story to add to that patch for a while. Mate, yeah, you know what? I do like that. It's possible. I mean, geez, he's sadistic. He was gluttonous, sadistic, drunkard, melancholic. I mean, geez, you could make many a story about why his wife wanted to kill him. And she did. So, you know, I guess good on him. Good on her, rather, I should say. Worked out for me, so I'm not going to complain. But yes, let's go ahead and make this matrilineal marriage happen. Again, he's not the best warrior, but he's decent enough. We need as many knights as we can get. Our stock is not that great. Let's go ahead and hold court, though. It is time. The 14th of April, 947. This is our first time holding court with our old faith, I think, right? You gotta go, gamer. Well, thanks for dropping by and saying hi, buddy. Appreciate it as always. Have yourself a beautiful day. And Civelti says, one of the sons will inherit the duchy title from the mother and will not be your direct vassal. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. One of the sons? You mean one of her sons? Yeah, but he will still say, you know, he'll be, well, he's not supposed to be my direct vassal, but all her sons. I'm not too fussed about that. As long as the land stays within my realm, it'll be okay. And her kids actually don't mind me. So I'm not too upset about that. We're not losing any territory, though, on her passing. Unless you mean... Oh, I see what you mean. You're saying these guys who are currently in Alto Aragon and Sobrarbe, right, this guy will inherit the duchy, and then he'll be... I see what you're saying. Gotcha. He'll obviously not accept this. I could see if I could make him like me more. It belongs to him de jure. I have a valid claim, though. Personality is a huge hit. Negative 26% acceptance chance. Jeez, that's going to be hard to overcome. I could try and sway him. We're not doing any personal things right now, so I could try and sway him. I could even try and befriend him, though I don't know how that'll play out. He's irritated at me. For what reason? Oh, God, it'll be like 10 years before I can try swaying him. I guess I could try to befriend him. Become best friends, get a hook on him, and then ask him to revoke that, to give up that title? Sure, it's the long con. Let's start this scheme. Your father was a thing of the past. Though this friendship is entirely built on the desire to get something out of it, obviously. Again, just highlighting the fact that we are arbitrary. We're willing to... I would say we're willing to... Again, have little regard for others. Do my own thing and have little regard for others. It's exactly what we're doing. Let him feel like we're best friends, and then ask him politely to give me what's rightfully mine. Because that's a good spot. Thank you for pointing that out. I would have... well, I did miss that, so thank you. Let's go ahead and hold court now. Again, I think the first time holding court with our old religion, and see what it brings. Ren, how's it going, buddy? As Seamus says, only maintaining mystery. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. Let's dive on in. And hear the petitioners. Love this music. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. Gesture for the first in line to approach. The next petitioner is an extremely angry Duchess Aurea of Cantabria. This is all the way from Greece, actually, she's come. With the briefest of deference shown, Duchess Aurea relays that some of my knights, led by Guifre, have passed through the county of Epiros recently. They have looted, pillaged, and despoiled the villages and farms in Epiros. It is an absolute travesty, my king, and I will not stand for it, declares Duchess Aurea. What shall I do? Alright, well, let's see. We have Guifre, my champion, capable champion. Aspiring blade master, quite gallant as well. This is shameful behavior for someone under the command of a gallant individual. What about you, Duchess Aurea? We don't know her very well personally, but she has been... well, she's my niece, apparently. But she has been taking care of Cantabria, right? What shall I do? My warriors march in defense of us all. Stop complaining. Defended soldiers' behavior increases knight effectiveness. It's not bad. Duchess Aurea would be upset at us. She's already not our biggest fan. And it grows closer to forming a rivalry with Guifre. Wouldn't be ideal. Every knight will gain some opinion of me if I go with this. Or, you must return your plunder, Guifre. I will have punished the troublemakers, reducing that effectiveness, which is a dangerous thing to do. Guifre will pay the Duchess. He'll be very upset at me. He loves me quite a bit, though. He's a good fan of mine, right? Where are we? Guifre, plus 80. He loves us quite a bit. So I could ask him. Or I offer compensation for your losses. I would pay. She would like me, and grows closer to forming a friendship with me. If you cannot keep the peace, then maybe it should be my land. Wow, just take the land from her? Stresses us out because we're temperate and arbitrary. I don't think it should do that. I think, if anything, that's the arbitrary thing to do. It's like, you know what? You can handle it, give it to me. Either way, though, it'll make us a bit of a tyrant, and I don't think there is anything to gain from that. We'll get the county of Epiros, but she will still be a powerful duchess who we will have scorned. So I don't think there's any point in that. My warriors march in defense. I mean, looting and pillaging. That's not very... It's not very good. That's not very good. No, Chandra, we won't take the land. It's so far off. She's been taking care of it. We don't need to upset her any further and have another plot to have us killed, potentially far off. No. I don't think we'll take the land. It's between defending our warriors and defending our people, right? Do we say our warriors march in defense of us all? Stop complaining. Improving our knights, upsetting her a bit further, not as much as taking her land, obviously. Or do we get Guifrey to return his plunder? That's 5 years of slightly weakened knights, and he'll be upset at us. But again, he really loves us, so it's not the end of the world. Torn between those two. What do you guys think? I'll take a quick sip of water over here. I'm losing my voice already, nice and early today. But what do you guys think? Sean, you'd behead her for complaining? Oh my. You want to talk about tyranny? Jeez. Taking it up to 11 there. Maybe a different person would. We're arbitrary, but I don't think we're not like sadistic or particular. We haven't shown ourselves to be particularly vile or tyrannical. We've actively avoided most acts of tyranny. I mean, okay, fine. We murdered a bunch of children, but those were Italian children. They weren't Iberian. They weren't our children. They weren't Vasconian children. They don't count. How long will it be till we start the war, Lisbeth? Not that much longer. I mean, I want to make a little bit of money. I think we'll see how long before the clean fabrication is done, and then we should be able to dive in. But I think it's like maybe 6 months or so at most. Do I plan on going to war soon? I do plan on going to war soon. Yes, Tiki Powers, and that's why I don't want to pay for it myself, because that is what 90 gold. So that's all. That's a long time to make that money back, right? And Tiki Powers, glad you can make it. Glad that meeting ended early. Guaranteed it could have probably been an email, right? But glad you could come through, buddy. Good morning. Yeah, I think supporting the warriors makes sense, right? Because again, if we're about to go to war soon, negative 10% knight effectiveness on knights who are already not all that great, you know, that's trouble. And I'm sure Duchess Aurea will appreciate it when she considers the war that we're about to declare. So, yeah. My warriors march in defense of us all. Stop complaining. She'll be a little upset at us, but she can deal. The next petitioner is evidently somewhat of a stranger in this court, as I do not recognize him. The eyes of Marshal Ishmael have been on him since they first entered. My lord, I have come to declare that the people of Foy are refusing to pay the taxes you have levied upon us. In times past, our land and people were granted rights and privileges which your recent exactions ignore. We request that you address our concerns fairly, or else. Or else? You're gonna or else me? Who do you think you are? Milonid. Some poet. How do you kneel so comfortably? Nothing getting in the way there? You have such gall that you would walk up and make this demand of me? Imprison this wretch, Marshal, and then crush the rabble. Honestly? Yeah. Experienced at crowd control for Ishmael. More effective at the increased control in county council. That's actually quite helpful. We could use increased control in some places. You know, I think we still have some low control areas. Trick the ringleaders into an ambush. Oh, wow, that's an intrigue challenge. 57% chance we successfully trick the leaders of the tax revolt into an ambush, cementing our reputation as a skilled intriguer. You will find it easier to convince people to join your schemes. Oh, lower chance of success, but that is interesting. Master of intrigue, eh? Well, that's interesting. Then we have I am willing to hear you out. That's a diplomacy challenge, making us a masterful negotiator if we succeed. Gain a plus 20 acceptance bonus the next time they request another character to become their vassal. That's too short-lived, and I don't think I want to hear him out. Not a chance. Sounds to me like you may be misrepresenting some charters or misinterpreting. This seems most in character potentially. 81% chance we successfully demonstrate that the leaders of this tax revolt have simply misinterpreted an old law, and therefore their complaint is unmerited. The control at the county of Foix would go up by 20. Okay, good. We'd get some stewardship experience. We gain 90 gold, and we get tax assessor. Plus 25% vassal taxes for 20 years. That is huge. If we fail, we'll have popular opinion drop, which is not the end of the world. Or we can give them what they want. No. Why do I care? I care because it's my coffers. Of course I care. Imprison this wretch, Marshal, and then crush the rabble, or sounds like you're misinterpreting some charters. Oh man, that's just it. I think if he hadn't said or else, I would have had this conversation with him. The gold looks nice, but we'll make that money in what? Like 13, 14 months, something like that? We'll make that money in 14 months. Our dignity, though, right? To just be threatened like that? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. See a few different opinions in chat. No. Imprison this wretch, Marshal, and then crush the rabble. Absolutely. Who would stand against... Just the sheer gall to publicly insult me like that. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. If he had had a private conversation with me, maybe I'd have a conversation. But while I'm holding court, unacceptable. No one or else is Vasconia. Exactly, today, exactly. I'm glad you can make it today, bud. Hire the poet? Which poet, Alexander? Oh, you mean the guy we just imprisoned? I might kill him instead. Oh, munificent King Javier, I am Beatrice, and I've traveled far to ask for your aid in righting a great injustice. The woman in front of me bows deeply before continuing with her well-rehearsed plea. My brother, Count Joan, currently sits on the throne of Majorca, but I am the true and rightful ruler of those lands. If you aid me in pressing my claim, I shall swear fealty to you and serve you loyally until the end of my days. Majorca, Majorca, Majorca. Hang on a second. Isn't that deeper south? Like somewhere around here, Majorca? I don't know my my Iberian geography excellently, but if we go ahead and find the title, Majorca. Ah, okay, I was close. Yeah, I was close. Oh, I was thinking Marbella. My apologies. But I believe that's somewhere down over here. It's where I went from down here. Anyway, Majorca. All right. I mean, hey, that's way to land grab, I suppose. Who does it belong to? Just you? We could do that for her. You know what? I was close. For being so unfamiliar with the geography, that was not bad. Not bad. Where are we? Court. There we go. Okay, so it is a beautiful day for a war. Next day, yeah, the island to the east. No, yeah, spotted that. High the power agree, though, with a public aspect, he has to go. Yeah, exactly, Alexander. Right? If it was private, then I'd have a conversation with him. But it was public. I can't have that happening around these parts. Kill him and make his head a gold-plated skull to add to the collection. I don't know. I think only rivals can have their skulls made into artifacts. I think. But yes, what to do here? It is a beautiful day for a war. We will recruit her to our court. We would get a strong hook on her. We would start a war. Oh, right away against the Count, eh? Immediate war. Okay, please depart at once. I cannot risk offending the Count. That's not true. I cannot help you, but please enjoy my hospitality. Ah. I need to negotiate a summer home there for a vacation. True. Now, I'm not in a position to start a war right now, unfortunately. But I could take her... If I say I cannot help you, but please enjoy my hospitality, then we do not get the hook. Then we do not get the hook. And then what's the point? Then I could just invite anybody and declare the war, right? I could have her come through, though. Is she of any value? Not particularly. She's ambitious. She has claims that can I even push outside of an event like this? Because again, as a Mozarabic woman, I don't think she is really allowed to hold land, right? Tiki Powers. Sorry, what is the thing? Majorca? It's a place. Lanky Lankers in Majorca will be lovely. Could make loads of money by getting English tourists. Oh, I thought you were talking about some like mystery building there or something that I didn't know about, or like some crazy like stat or something. But I see what you did there. Yeah, if we do press her claim, we do get a hook, but I believe it's a weak hook as opposed to this, which is a strong hook. That's the difference. She doesn't have any money now. She'll make some when she has a county, but... Tiki Powers, you're asking about the skull? Yes. We'll talk about the skull. We'll take a look at the skull again in a moment. But, I cannot help you, but please enjoy my hospitality. I have no issues with offending the Count. I don't think I can push her claims, though. Let's take a look. Enjoy my hospitality. We are not in a position to go to war. We have more pressing wars on hand. The ceremonial formality of the proceedings has dropped away entirely. My business here is done. Very quickly now, I want to see, before I forget, Can I declare war on you? No, I cannot, because again, it is a woman's claim cannot be pressed outside of extremely specific circumstances, or again, she's from a faith where they don't have, I forget what it's called, where it's not male dominated. If it was equal or if it was female dominated, I could push her claims, but it's not either of those things, so I can't push her claims. And there are other specific, unique circumstances under which you can push a woman's claims for land. But that's why that was a unique opportunity, one that we could not afford, unfortunately. Very quickly, I do want to point out and remind everyone that yes, this artifact over here, if we take a look at it, it is Orti's skull, and we had that polished and made because of our rivalry created by Siegfried. No, I don't want to look at him. I want to look at Orti. I wish I could. I wish you could actually see the. Oh, there we go. There we go. There it is. Please and thank you. There's Orti. The skull of Orti, the executed rival of King Javier. Boiled and cleaned by Siegfried, on its forehead are etched the words abhorrent churl. There you go. Executed on my orders, 924, quite some time ago. Adds prestige, adds some dread gain, and adds some court grandeur as well. Which reminds me, one more thing to check is we are the second grandest court in the world, just behind the Byzantine Empire. For the time being. But yes, that is absolutely a thing you can do in this game, and I find it magnificent. DC, how's it going, buddy? Having a good Monday, I hope. Having a good start to your week. I was going to say year for some reason. I am still clearly waking up, folks. Clearly still waking up. Yeah, I wish we could... Yeah, I wouldn't mind bronzing it or gold plating it, for sure. What do we have here? Marriage proposal between Edda and Heraclio. That's the warrior coming through, right? Yes, excellent. He should be a champion of mine. Beautiful. And a wedding at court, they can sort out their own celebrations. Now, how long before this is ready to go? I guess I got to check here. 7 months left. Oh, wow, I was close. I said 6. Not that far off. We're still trying to get... our old home to be de jure part of our new title. Well, 25 years left. We'll see if that gets done anytime soon. And I do want to see organized army. We don't need anymore. So well, after this, I want to check something. My vassal, Mayor Kalinikos, accosts me. Well met, liege. I've heard tell of your patronage of Berenguela the metalsmith. They say she is forging a crown worthy of a king. Please take this and give it to her. I wouldn't want to miss the chance to aid in the creation of a masterpiece. Poor Kalinikos must have more money than he knows what to do with. Yeah, he's wealthy enough. How generous, I can say, and pass it over. Stresses me out because I'm arbitrary. Or, yeah, I'll make sure she gets it. Yes, absolutely. The crown is made not just with gold, but also with blood, and that money will help shed the blood with which that crown will be made, right? But as I was saying, we do not need to organize our army anymore. It helps with army maintenance cost reduction, so there is that. We'll see how much this affects us if we go ahead and get you to increase control. Yeah, we have a couple places where control is rather low. This is all good. 2 years, 3 years, 12 years, geez. I just wonder, because again, it's affecting our income, right? Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's affecting like taxes and stuff. Control of 45 down here. Other option, of course, is to actually train commanders. Let's do that. We're about to go to war. Increase net effectiveness to its maximum before we declare that war, perhaps. And let's see what that does for our financial situation as well, because again, that army maintenance cost reduction will be gone, right? So we'll see what happens the next tick. What's happening elsewhere on the map? I mean, France is regaining its territory. Aquitaine remains broken. Normandy grows stronger. Bedford remains as well. I'm so pleased that Bedford exists. I have no personal connection or attachment, but it's just fun to see that it exists. Eastland stays up there. Scandinavia is relatively, clean borders, it looks like. What else have we got going on here? The Tafilal are in charge of the southern half of Morocco, or you could say the middle of Morocco, depending on how you split up Western Sahara. The Idrisids still exist. Al-Andalus has actually pushed down south into Morocco. Interesting. These guys have shattered into a trillion pieces. Wow, this is like a mosaic now. And what about over here? We have the Pala, again shrunken now, right? They were relatively strong, but nothing now. Pretty much nothing now. And I think Pratihara was pretty big as well, but they've split up as well. Good stuff. I mean, Nothing stands out to me as like a major surprise, I would say. Though, did Italy just take this territory from the Byzantine Empire? East Francia is strong, Lotharingia is strong, Wessex grows strong. Yeah, nothing too wild. But what is this now? A granary infestation. Granary? Never know. Vermin have infested several granaries in the county of Alarcon, destroying the seed grain stored in them. With nothing to plant for next year's crop, the free tenants living there have come to me asking for aid. Given their dire situation, these farmers will ultimately be forced to accept whatever terms I offer them. So I have plenty of grain should they become my serfs. They would be resentful serfs. It would increase the control at this county by a significant amount, though. What do we have? What is the control over here right now? Quite low, actually. Maybe I should get my marshal down here after he's done improving our knights, because the financial impact wasn't all that big. Maybe once we actually raise them, it'll make a bigger difference. We'll see. Okay, we could do that. My courtiers will distribute grain to them. It's too expensive, unfortunately. Or command the Sorginak to give them charity. I'm assuming that is my realm priest. Take a quick look over here. Yes, my Sorgina, or my Sorginak, I suppose, is my realm priest. I could have him pay for it instead. Lose me some piety, but popular opinion would go up in this county. Don't think popular opinion is that much of an issue. They actually love me quite a bit. So instead, I could give them grain in exchange for becoming my serfs. I just want to see how that impacts tax and stuff. Sure, let's do that. Yeah, not insignificant. 0.2 might sound like nothing, but it's not insignificant. That went from 6.4 to 6.9. Nice. So, not bad. Support in mercenary negotiations, thanks to my spouse's average martial skills. Reducing mercenary hire costs, that's not bad. Hopefully we'll never need mercenaries, but if we do, we have access to them now. Thinking back on the Pala adventures, the Scaly dynasty, God, that was definitely a story. Damas, now that you're in the positive goal, do you have war cause for Tarragona without the fabricated claim? Oh, I guess we should check. Yes, that's a good point. That is a good point. Do we have? No. I mean, we can go on a holy war, but I'm not about to bring all of Christendom down upon us. Ooh, he has no allies or anything. No. We'll hold off. We'll hold off. It's just a couple more months at this point in time, right? It is what? 3 more months? Yeah. So we're okay. We're okay. And we'll have enough money to take this quickly. But again, don't forget that the extra time allows us to accumulate enough wealth to make a move to the capital and also to sustain the army, right? Don't forget it costs quite a bit. What do we have over here? Fickle Philip. I bump into the very grave-looking Berenguela, my metalsmith, hoping that she doesn't bring ill news of the splendid crown she should soon have ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I have hit a wall in my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts, she laughs nervously. I just need some inspiration. Mighty King, might you have some prior examples I could examine? Oh, you need examples? I was told you were a master. Take her to the Great Hall. The quality of or progress may be improved. I know what you need. A 33% chance that she becomes an eager reveler. That's hilarious. 10% chance that it's of a higher quality, slightly higher quality. 10% it only gains some progress. 40% nothing happens. 30% it loses progress. 10% it loses 2 progress. That's a fair risk. Or real inspiration comes from within. Oh, that's a nonsense answer. Huh. I do like to party. Yeah, I like to party. I know what you need. Come on. Berenguela's muse sleeps. I'm assuming that's a loss of progress. Not the end of the world. Gotta have a good time, right? Gotta have a good time. Yeah, exactly, DC. We played a game where not only were we scaly for like 4 or 5 generations or whatever it was, but I'm pretty sure our first heir wasn't actually our own. Good stuff. Count Lope improved with prowess by 2. This is why we improve our knights. But yes, I'm pretty sure the first child we had was as a result of my wife cheating on me with a knight of mine, because he had the scaly trait. I did not. So, yeah. It's a good story. It's a good story. Over here, my lord. My beneficiary Berenguela waves me over with a wide grin. I have toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. A beautiful crown of excellent craftsmanship. The crown is forged from silver and adorned with intricate filigree. King Javier's crown. A masterwork piece of headgear. Building construction cost reduction. Wow, and prestige increased by 1-8. Well, this is lovely. We must take a look at it and compare it with our current crown, right? So currently we're wearing just headgear. Corona and Sony. Of course, it'll stay. It'll stay. It'll stay around. It doesn't increase. So okay, hold on. They're of different purposes, right? King Javier's crown is definitely something for reducing costs and improving prestige by a little bit more, whereas the Corona and Sony, made by our grandfather now, I think it was, is more about having vassals. An ornate crown of fine craftsmanship, crowns forged from latten and set with small pieces of agate. Agate? Whereas this one is a beautiful crown of excellent craftsmanship, forged from silver and adorned with intricate filigree. Seamus asks, are Orthodox and Catholic relations close? I don't know why, but I always figured the Crusades were called by the Catholic Church. That could be a misunderstanding. They are, so they're both Christian faiths, so they are considered, you know what, I do forget, real quick, to check that. What do you guys think? I think we should put on the crown that we had made for ourselves, right? It's more in keeping with who we are. And yeah, I think it makes sense. And eventually, when we start building more buildings, because we did build one, I did keep my promise. Eventually, when we start building buildings, we'll be able to reduce cost of it, and of course, it increases our prestige a bit faster. I cannot remember now. I can't remember now where to check if the faith considers each other. Oh man, I can't remember now where to check. Because I believe all Christian faiths are, they consider each other to be not evil, but hostile, if memory serves me correctly. But it depends on the faith, and so I think Orthodoxy and Catholicism fall under that conversation. And I know there's a tooltip somewhere, just can't remember where to find it. My apologies. Faith. Religion, Abrahamic. Yeah, okay, so there you go. Okay, yeah. Abrahamic. So faith in the same religion are considered to be hostile. Faiths in the same religious family are considered to be evil. And faiths from other religious families are considered to be evil. So in the same religion of Christianity are considered to be hostile. So what I was saying, I just forgot where to find the details, but there you go. Yeah. So yes, Orthodox and Catholicism consider each other to be hostile, but they are not considered evil. There you go. I was like, I know what I'm saying is accurate. I'm 100% certain of that, but I cannot remember where to find the proof. I hate being in that position when, like, you know what you're saying is correct, but you can't remember for the life of you where you learned it, or like when or where you can find the proof for it. But there you go. I guess it's considered a stray. Yeah. And that's that. No. It's not a stray. It's hostile. Those are two different things. I vaguely remember the two competing for monarch's attention for a while. I don't know about the time though. So politically hostile at the time. Do you mean the religion, 6X Lord? Maxime says, in real life, Orthodoxy and Catholicism are very close, but Catholics view the Bishop of Rome as the earthly leader of the faith, based on Jesus appointing Pierre, if you recall correctly, as the leader. Hence the papacy. Yes, I mean they are. Well, they have their differences. They have the differences. I mean. Celebrating Christmas on the 7th of January. I think many people think that to be a huge slight, even to date. But no, I mean, jokes aside, they obviously there are. I mean, geez, the various subdivisions of Christianity and their history and their intertwining or they're not intertwining is a whole like 10 PhDs worth of conversations, right? The game obviously has to simplify it a little bit, and so it's gone with the route of there are disagreements. They're considered hostile, not evil, which I think is a fair brush to paint it with, I think. What do we have here? Greetings, King Javier of Vasconia. I've prowled through documents. Oh, nice. The county of Tarragona. Oh, right, of course. It costs money to actually make the claim come through. See it done. See it done. Now we got to make money back. I always forget that it costs money to actually push the claim. It's okay. It's okay. Trying to figure out, do we have any hooks that we could use? I know we have a couple of strong hooks. A couple of weak hooks as well. Nothing there, nothing there. Come on. Why is everybody broke? Why are y'all broke? Even you. You're broke as well. Come on now. No money. No money amongst our children or grandkids or anything. No allowances for them or anything. Come on now. Is everybody really that broke? Yeah. No way to use our hooks to get money? Fair enough. Just be a matter of time then. Let's speed time up. Anyone to imprison and release for money? True. We do have a couple people we can imprison, right? I don't remember who they were, but I think they would make us. No, they wouldn't make us tyrants, but I think they would decline and potentially cause a rebellion. Though I can check my prison and see if we have anybody who can be ransomed to begin with. Nope, nope, nope. All right, it's okay. It's okay. Just a matter of time. We're making decent money. Plus 7.1, actually. That's interesting. Why does it keep climbing? I guess it's because control is increasing, and so these numbers continue to go higher and higher, but like elsewhere, maybe not here, but fair enough. And Scario, Ventimiglia, and Abda Ishmaelid. I'm not sure who these guys are. Courtier, who is robust. Did she just come of age? She did. And this guy is Herculean. Oh, I remember this. We were talking about, do we want to have somebody who's also robust to guarantee robust children, or do we want to get someone who's Herculean and hope for Herculean children? Looks like we went with the Herculean choice. Fair enough, yes. Send this proposal. Make it happen. And hopefully they'll have kids. Are they both? No, okay. For a second I thought they were both, like, I thought he was homosexual and she was homosexual as well. Because I was flipping between them so much. I was like, wait a second. So much for having children. The chances reduce significantly is all. But excellent. Let this marriage happen, and hopefully we'll get a new set of extremely strong kids. My daughter is not yet pregnant. Get to work. Dostolfer, get to work. I will not land you willy-nilly. Again, that's the thing. It's like I wish the likelihood of them having children was higher, you know, just like of unlanded people having children was a bit higher. Let's go ahead and demand this conversion. Our daughter should be Erazarak. She will accept. She'll be happy for it. She'll be happy for it. Abda can sort out her own celebrations. Thank you very much. Again, just as a reminder, that is a mod. I wish I could land female relatives. It depends on your faith, and if you want to do that, you just have to reform your faith. It can be expensive, but I guess that's the point, I suppose, to reflect the circumstances of the time. But yeah, you can reform your faith to do that, or again, if you're from a faith, or you can convert to a faith that allows that. Now, our alliance with Bavaria has ended. Can we negotiate an alliance here? He will not accept, because our faith differs. He likes me well enough. I could try and sway him. I don't have access to a second sway. I have to cancel the existing one. The befriend opportunity with Count Garindo, who I'm befriending again, so that I can get that territory, right? No, not Alto Aragon. Sobrarbe, I believe. Count Garindo of Sobrarbe, yeah. Freedom and friendliness. What is this now? Interpreting my recent friendliness as a sign, Count Garindo has come to me with concern for one of my prisoners. It would please me greatly if you were to release my acquaintance Timur from his dungeon cell, he says, loudly chewing on an apple. Count Garindo, you care for this Timur? I mean, he will not make me any money or anything. I can't ransom him. So I suppose it's a cheap way of winning Garindo's good graces. Very well. Very well. Again, just trying to get that hook so I can get him to give me what's rightfully mine. Yeah, he won't be a fan of that. I would want both of these, obviously, but all in due time. All in due time. With best friend, you get a strong hook, and that's, again, particularly because of our culture having ritualized friendships. As you can see, best friends receive strong hooks on each other. Just remember, it is on each other. Do I care for this alliance? It's a shame to have lost it. Again, we can negotiate it. Where was that alliance from? Who married who? Is what I can't remember. It's just sometimes I would like to give a duchy to a daughter and not her husband, who may suddenly divorce her after landing, which has happened to me. Yeah, that's, I mean, I totally understand where you're coming from, but I guess that's how it works sometimes, right? Like the guy that married your daughter to get landed played a very clever move, right? Infante Alfonso imprisoned Countess Nunya. My brother imprison my cousin. Okay, hey, they're doing what they're doing, I suppose. But yeah, it's a political play, right? That's how it works sometimes. I kind of like that because it reflects how things sometimes work. I feel like The Last Duel did a very good job. If you haven't watched that, I would suggest watching it. It's a slightly dark movie, but The Last Duel did a very good job of representing all the stuff that we see in Crusader Kings and making it into a movie. Territorial disputes, marriage contracts, land I said territorial disputes already. So if you're interested in seeing like in a very well directed and shot and written movie how some of this stuff might have actually been done, I would highly recommend watching The Last Duel. It is based off of actually the last duel that ever happened in the Kingdom of France. It was for a woman's honor. A very, very interesting story. Again, it's a little dark, but well worth watching, I would say. Very well worth watching, and it does touch on some of these interesting aspects that if you're a fan of Crusader Kings 3, I think you'll find them rather intriguing. Just something to consider. I enjoyed the movie thoroughly. Would have watched it twice in theaters. I am proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards administration, such as Elizabeth, can come to truly understand it. Displaying a thorough understanding of the flow of gold and the wanderings of people, she even expresses a remarkable creativity in dealing with these matters. She is a fortune builder. They do grow up so fast, don't they? I must find her a suitable spouse. We could make an alliance with Bavaria. We could renew, I should say, our alliance with Bavaria. I suppose that is not a unwise decision. I don't think I can convince him to be friendly enough with me. Prince Hupold of Bavaria. Gracious Craven. What do you guys think? Do that or chase more traits? I think we should get this alliance, actually. So it's a decently strong enough alliance. 3,000 more soldiers, right? They're inferior to us, but they add to our numbers, and they're a little bit closer to the Byzantine Empire if we need some backup over there. Yes, the Ridley Scott movie, DC, exactly. The Ridley Scott movie, exactly. No, we'll keep her around. Don't forget, we're hunchbacked as well. We're not gonna discriminate against those who are just like us. That's not why we disinherited our son. But let's go ahead and get this to happen. It's not going to be matrilineal. Oh, it can be matrilineal. Well, that's interesting. Dude has a claim to the kingdom. Well, that's very interesting. Will King Karlman III of Bavaria regret declining my negotiations here? Interesting. Interesting. Another interesting story for us to potentially hook or sink our teeth into. Yes, we'll do this on matrilineal marriage, sorry. Prince Hupold, come on in. And maybe, we'll put him in charge. It's an option. Help, that'll be the wedding gift to our daughter. Claims falling in our laps. So well put, absolutely. Oh. Not just claims falling in our laps, wars falling in our laps too. Might have to help these guys. Just taking a look at chat really quickly. Maxime says, for the Orthodox, the Crusades were a non-religious war against the Byzantine Empire's enemies. I don't think they ever joined a war purely for faith reasons. Is that so? I can't remember, actually. I used to know this topic a lot more deeply, but that was many, many years ago. There are cultural reforms that allow for gender equality and women rulers without having to change faiths. Also true, yes. Yes, for example, so as an example, Visigothic codes allows us to enact equal gender laws. That's a good point. My apologies for focusing just on the faith angle there. There are cultural options as well. And just taking a look, Lanky Lankerson says, a hunchback getting rid of young heirs sounds Shakespearean. God, it does, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it? What do you need my help in? It calls me impressive. Oh, I love it when they grovel. My brother-in-law. Really? Oh, I guess so. A peasant revolt? You need my help with peasants? I will accept, of course. I will accept. Don't think I actually need to send any aid. There's that marriage proposal. Excellent. Does he want to rise up in rebellion? Against his own brother, I suppose it was. Who? Yeah, against his brother. A wedding at court. Elizabeth can sort out her own celebrations. Again, we are saving up for war and for our son's wedding, our eventual wedding. So we could declare war. It'll break the alliance, obviously. We have these claims. It's very expensive on the prestige. Maybe. Again, don't forget, we're arbitrary. Opens up so many doors. This is not our priority, obviously. The Byzantine Empire is our priority. For which, we'll wait until we get to maybe 90 or 60 before we declare that war. Because again, having our whole army raised is expensive. But let's make sure we're actually prepared for that and I don't make a silly mistake. Get a rally point over here. Nope. Rally point over here. And we have the red rally point over here, I suppose. Yeah, there's money to be made in these lands for sure. Way down here, perhaps. Cool. Then we'll go raiding through and hit their capital with our main army and raise a much smaller army back over here. Just a local army. 4,000 should be enough. Ooh, I probably want less than that, actually. Probably want less than that. 116 local to here. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Milan has died in my dungeons. That's the guy who came through and threatened me. Another prisoner has died as well. Fat. Don't know who he is. Don't remember who he is, rather. I've joined this peasant uprising. What is the deal here? 1,000 soldiers? Surely they'll be fine. 1,600 on their side. They'll be fine. And more diplomatic courtiers in our court. Good stuff. I hate the revolting peasants, honestly. I wish they were a bit more complex. I wish they were a bit more involved, I suppose. Ooh. After laborious preparations, I was finally able to spend an evening alone with Count Garindo to discuss the recent reduction of gold minted in the realm. When I departed, Count Garindo told me it was good to talk with someone who truly understood him. I agreed wholeheartedly. We are closer than ever. We have become friends, have we? No, we've become closer to forming a friendship. Oh, come on. Ends the scheme. I guess we'll need something to happen for us to actually become friends. Really counting on that. We have time. His mother's not likely to die anytime soon. We have time, but I would like to have that tackled sooner rather than later. Alright, we've already got Architect. Fearful Troops. It is my domain, or Heergeld. Oh, Heergeld sounds good, doesn't it? Let's go with Heergeld. And with this done, I think it's time to perhaps shift our attention to learning and whole of body. Make sure we survive long enough to see all of our tasks accomplished. A medicine focus, and try to become whole of body, take care of ourselves, look after ourselves in our older age, and to try and survive through the hardships that await us. I think it's the right call. See what we can do. It'll be slower experience gain, but definitely worth it. Just taking a look at chat real quick. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Child of my dynasty. My daughter... Ooh. Birth to a daughter. An Amazonian daughter. But a daughter nonetheless. Unfortunately, she will not be able to fight on the battlefield. That is a shame. Azibella? Sure. May you grow strong and wise. She is already strong. Stronger than me. May you grow strong and wise. Look at that. Look at that prowess. What is my prowess? She's almost as capable a warrior as I am, so to speak. It is a shame. It is a shame. And immediately ill. God damn it. Ahmad, no, you know, a viewer is never late. They arrive precisely when they intend to. We are preparing to go to war with the Byzantine Empire, who have inserted themselves over here because of a succession that happened, that we were talking about last session, actually. But we're just about ready to declare war on them. We had to fabricate a claim. We got dragged into a war against a peasant uprising, but that's over already. And apart from that, right, we created a new alliance with the Kingdom of Bavaria with this guy's brother, because he himself wasn't interested in negotiating an alliance, and I've floated the thought of potentially going to war with him to push his brother's claims for that kingdom. We would crush him handily. We are far more numerous, and we would install my daughter's husband in his stead. And it's a matrilineal marriage too, which means all of their children will be of Vasconian descent. This war, you know, has to happen. Not now, not a priority. Like I said, the Byzantine Empire is our priority, but this war pretty much has to happen. How old is this man? He's 33. Okay, we have time, but not too much. Let's not dally too much. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Oh, and the Italian king unfortunately has had a son. So only the one for now. We'll have to kill him. Because in line of succession, Princess Eliza is currently second. Hopefully he'll die of other causes. We can't kill him right now. But that son will have to be murdered, I think. Decent chance of success right now. If we want to keep Eliza closer to that line of succession, because then, of course, Eliza is married to who? To Infanta Deceiver, who is our heir, and their children will be Vasconian. Anyway, Erazahara Exaltation. Many aspiring preachers travel every day to Sorgina Carlos's church, seeking guidance from this esteemed priest. Carlos has become famous for his unwavering resolve and fearlessness. Whether it is about hunting down a wild beast or to face heretics and blasphemers, Carlos is always ready and eager to charge his enemies head-on, increasing our faith's fervor. Excellent. Is he doing it for Mari or for fame? Does it matter? I have 16 years to bump him off? Yeah, pretty much. We'll get there. Our court's physician has improved as well. Another person died in our... Oh, person of interest. High Chieftain of Balaton died of his wounds. I'm not sure why you were of interest to me. I wish you could write quick notes when you pin somebody. But again, that's streamer talk, right? Because I play once a week this campaign as opposed to playing daily. I'm more likely to forget certain connections. But neighboring ruler lost war. I thought I saw something shift. The Sultanate of Shenshir is, no more. Toletula has become the territory instead. I was like, I saw something change here. I didn't catch what it was, but that's what it was. Yikes. All right, fair enough. You know what? 80 gold might be enough to sustain this war. Actually, I say that, but it is a war with the Byzantine Empire, let's not forget. I wish we had a better split of troops. It's basically our entire army over here, 3,900 over here, which would leave... Oh, no. Position vacated. Dude died. Died under mysterious circumstances. Did you kill him? The timing of that cheer. Dawson Legends, thank you for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Should say that, actually, to all of y'all. I see we have over 60 folks watching. About 40 likes. If you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying Crusader Kings on the channel, don't hesitate to hit the like button and let me know. It does make a very big difference. Just let me know what I should do on the channel and how I should go about doing it. Yeah, how do I... Well, I guess the move would be to recruit, to raise local over here, stop when it's about halfway done, and then raise all over here. And then, actually, let's go ahead and pull this back a little bit so we have some distance before an enemy army comes through and murders us. Up over there, sure. Yeah, cool. What do you have here? I've arrived in Zaragoza to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I bring you rich gifts worthy of your majesty as a token of my goodwill and servitude. Baron Donato, yes, come in at once. 50 gold, perfect timing. We're going to declare that war after this conversation. I say conversation, I mean event. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Baron Donato, who is soon announced and ushered before me. More like Baron Donate-O, right? He kneels in deference as attendants bring forth his gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken, and scribes record his pledges to serve the kingdom of Vasconia. At last I bid the Baron arise, confirming my satisfaction and Donato's rights to the lands he rules in my stead. I accept your generous gifts, Baron Donato. Thank you very much. This reminds me, as our court grows more grand, we should replace our crown. Yes, King Javier's crown upon our head. Beautiful. I wish there was like a random generation of crown models and stuff so that artifacts actually had a visual impact, but it's fine as is. We'll go ahead and put that crown on our heads and declare a fresh war for the barony of Tarragona. Count Hippolytos, we will declare war upon your liege for this. He has grown a bit more strong. Still nothing for us to worry about. Wait, hang on. Excuse me? What? Why can I not, Wait. What? What a waste of time and money if that's the case. I've got a claim on the County of Tarragona, which is this territory over here, the County of Tarragona. I have an unpressed claim on this title. I would like to declare war, not a holy war, but a regular old war with my regular old casus belli. Am I... What? If I declare war on you? Push others' claims? I don't want to do a holy war. What the hell? That's so... What? don't want to do a holy war. I don't want other Orthodox rulers to join this war. I mean, again, I'm not threatened by them, to be perfectly honest, but why did I spend the 80 or whatever gold in fabricating that claim if that's how it's going to play out? Let's take a look at claimants. Not that I think any are interested in coming through. Invite to court, you'll say no. Invite to court, he'll say no. Too far away to interact with, too far away, he'll say no as well. That's such nonsense. Well, no, I was declaring on his liege. Like, so if you go to declare a war on somebody, you'll see this is Count Hippolytos. If I declare war on him, it automatically goes to his liege. But fair enough, let's go ahead and say, Basilius Isidoros, I declare war on you. Still, nothing. I'm not a part of the struggle. I'm an interloper now. So I'm not actually involved with this in any way. Nothing about wars being limited as an interloper. In fact, it says holy wars cannot be declared in the struggle region, which is weird that it's allowing me to do that. Well, I guess a holy war it'll be. It might be a visual glitch. I'm not sure what to do about it, you know, apart from accept the chance of other Orthodox rulers diving into the fray. Not that there are many to worry about, I suppose. Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll declare this war. I'm just a little, like, annoyed. County of Tarragona. Make sure we have the right things selected. Yep. Yep. Vassalized by me. Okay, good stuff. We have enough piety. I mean, I would have been even more upset if we didn't have enough piety to declare this war, but we do. Yeah, let's do it. Music time? No. Classic music. Yeah, it's very strange. Maybe it's a visual glitch. Maybe it's because, again, just as a reminder, I am playing on version 1.6 so that we could make our decision, right? I should actually move up to, whoops, that was a mistake. I should actually move up to the newer version now, but maybe that's why. Maybe it's a bug from a different time. Either way, we've increased our knight effectiveness, men-at-arms damage, and toughness by 19%, which is almost full up. Not bad. Let's go ahead and flip you to organizing army to help with the reduced... Where are we? Army maintenance cost, yeah, 23%. Pop you in there. Yeah, I knew it. I knew this was reset. Foolish of me. Anyways, it's fine. We need the money more than we need the toughness and stuff, I think. Go ahead and raise local army here. I'm going to let this go slowly because I want this to be a total of about 1,000, 1,500 or so, and then stop them, so about 700 each. Give her... Whoa. Okay. That was a lot faster than expected. Move into the barony. That's 2,000 actually. Let's go ahead and disband these guys. They will not be available for 3 months. That's okay. That's all of our... It's a bunch of our men-at-arms. Okay. It's like all of our men-at-arms here. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and allow this to happen. I'm thinking we split in half. Stay put over here. Come on. Let me right click. Come on. Oh, well, give me a sec here, folks. Go ahead and split off new army. Get the Bundy, the armored footmen, and the bowmen over here. And get these knights over here as well. Select these guys. Disband this army. 46 days. That's okay. So 648 soldiers over here. Yeah, and 808. That's about 1,400, about the number that I wanted. The skirmishers can stay. These guys have the siege weapons. That's okay as well. Move them in. Okay, cool. And then we'll raise our soldiers over here and then raise even more afterwards. Raise all here. Yes, please, in one spot. Cool. And again, in what, like a month's time or so, a month and a half, we'll raise the rest of our army. Make it such a fast war that the rest of the Orthodoxy won't even notice. Well, some of them have started noticing for sure. This could be bad. This could be painful. Now, this army over here, like I was saying, will take some time to actually get to full strength because all of our men-at-arms and stuff need to travel, right, to here. I regret... Nah, that's not true. I was going to say I regret... Because in the back of my head, I was like, I remember very clearly that clicking away from this will remove the increased effectiveness. But at the same time, I realized that we probably need to counter the army maintenance cost increase that we're about to see. Okay, let's make sure we are raising all here again. I don't know if those folks are freed up, actually. We'll see. 3,200. Don't like this. 3,300. We're getting there. We're getting there. What's happening over here? These guys are together. How long will the siege take? 8 months. That's not too bad. So the war goal will be taken pretty much right away. And then this is not too bad either, actually. Decently sizable. Do I need my allies in this war is the question. What are we looking at currently? 5,800 versus 2,600. We should be okay without dragging our allies into it. Save our prestige for later, right? And who is in charge here? Ishmael. Let's get you in charge. And actually, do we have a better siege commander for back over here? What do we have? I think we do have some siege commanders, if memory serves me correctly. I just can't... They're not very good otherwise, I think. Yeah. Count Hussein ibn Muhammad of Al-Bunt. Let's put you in charge. Just helps the siege phase timer, right? Moves a bit quicker. Good stuff. End that fighting sooner so we can bring the army over here. Disband them and raise them over here more likely, right? 3,500. Oh, money's not looking too bad, actually. And it looks like our spouse is gaining us some serious piety. Good timing, too, after this war declaration. 4 days left. 3, 2, 1, and march. 4,500 strong, right into the barony of Larissa first. 19 gold to be gained there. Let's move. And let me just check to see. No unraised soldiers. Okay, good. So we're going to march through, and we do have another inspired individual at our court. What are you wanting to do? An artisan inspiration wants to make a cabinet. She's very competent at her craft, it says. We're in the middle of a war right now. Maybe this can wait. The war might get expensive. Again, it is costing us some money, right? The highest prowess amongst our knights? Good question. 29. Imeric over here. Catholic. Duke Vela, second highest. Of our family, 27. Good to see. And then Imeric. Wait, hold on. What just happened there? Theodosio is our strongest with a 29. Imeric is now our third strongest. Literally what just happened? Did he just become old? Did I miss that? Either way. Not too bad, actually. Not terrible. Not terrible. And I believe some of our most capable knights are actually over here. Now, the question is, do we want to split up and besiege multiple places at once? We could probably do that. These places are close enough. We can split these guys up in... Are you for real? Fort level is too high. We need the onagers over here. They'll be ready soon enough. 4 months left. Okay. Let's make some progress in the meanwhile. Go ahead and station besiegers. Move the rest. I would win. I would probably win. If we fight these guys here. We will take some casualties just from attrition alone. Who's in charge? Ishmaelid? He is. Do we have any mountain fighters? Open terrain expert. That is the exact opposite of what I want. Forest fighter. No mountain fighters, I think. None that are also at a decent advantage. Again, fighting this guy would maybe get us a worthwhile prisoner that we can make some money off of too, right? So let's go ahead and dive on into that battle. Meanwhile, the siege continues slowly but surely. We'll get the onagers in here. We'll get the onagers in here to speed things up. On the topic of which, let's actually speed things up. In we go. Give me a good fight here. Give me a good glorious victory. Yes, that is shifting in our favor. Good stuff. If I needed, I could always send this army in as well. Our champion wounded Mayor Gregoras. Good stuff. I was worried for a second that Ishmael got wounded. He's a good marshal. He's trained our knights quite well. And the training did help. It's not like we just removed all the benefit of the training by reducing the effectiveness we gained from it. He did improve the prowess of quite a few of our knights, right? Abda Ishmaelid, I have gained a hook on you because of my spouse. Abda, you are of no use to me. I was hoping she'd have some money that we could garner. Our champion wounded Konstantinos Skilaris. Good stuff. Victory is guaranteed over here. And then we'll continue with the siege over here as well. And the onagers should be able to make their way over shortly. Siege almost done? Almost done. Cool. We'll get a notification, obviously, but just wanted to check what the situation was. Good victory over here. Nice and easy. And you are under siege as well. Yeah, we need those onagers here. Stat. We'll see how long it would take for them to recover if we disband this army, or if we're better off actually paying for shipping them. Siege 1, gain some money, no prisoners, unfortunately. If we go ahead and disband this army, 3 months. Ugh. Yeah, fine. It'll probably take that long to sail over here anyway. Freak Show Plays. Hey, how's it going, bud? I am doing fantastic. How about yourself? Having a good start to your week, I hope. We have a beautiful sunny Monday over here. 27 degrees, a little bit on the hot side. But, yeah. Good day so far. Still early. Only 11:30 over here. Go ahead and raise those troops. It'll take 4 months for them to get here, but that includes the time that they spend, waiting. Ooh. Got some soldiers arriving over here. Maybe I should consider that threat. They're fighting a different war over here as well. They have just disembarked, so I wonder if I couldn't... They'll probably be gone by the time we get there. Stay put. We'll see what the situation is there. They're obviously going to win their current battle, but when they come down, we can regroup our armies. Yeah, this war is going to be a long one. Fortunately, though, monthly income is up when we are... we don't have our onagers raised, I suppose, so that works out. And we are making progress here, don't forget. We are making progress here, just not as quickly as I would obviously like. Not without the onagers. Some of these soldiers have arrived now, slowly trickling in. Do not care for the footmen. I urgently need the siege equipment. Looks like these guys are distracted up north over there, which is all well and good. And another call to war. What is this now? Call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the Gueldrian claim on the county of Cleve. What? Slotharingian king. He once abandoned me, joined my enemies. But to be fair, he was asked to join the war by my enemies before I was able to ask him. So I cannot hold that against him. He was acting as an honorable man, even at the cost of our friendship, I suppose. I will accept, though I can't guarantee my presence. I am fighting a war of my own. I accept. It's all about appearances. We're familiar with that. God knows we've been on many... God literally knows we've been on many pilgrimages that were all for appearances. 1 month left. Ooh, looks like these guys have arrived. We can wait for the rest of our army, soldiers to arrive as well. Okay, these guys are joining a different war. I was worried for a second. I was like, how many Orthodox? There's an Orthodox individual named Chieftain Bror. And then I realized, wait, no, that's the other war that's being, that we just joined in on. That's okay. It's distant lands enough. 1447, 9 more days left. These sieges are doing all right. 9 months left there, 10 months left there. Okay. 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. Let's move. Level of splendor has increased. Wonderful. The Vasconian dynasty is known far and wide. And actually seeing that reminds me, it was pointed out to me, that the decision we took last time should have formed the Kingdom of Vasconia. Currently, the Kingdom of Vasconia is something or the Kingdom of Old Vasconia, right? But that, I don't think that actually happened. And I don't think there's anything I can do to fix that or to adjust that. Because our titles are just Kingdom of Vasconia. That's the one that we renamed. So... just wanted to address that really quickly. I didn't want to seem like I was ignoring that comment. Not sure what to do about that. William Trent, how's it going, buddy? Woke up early enough to catch a bit of the stream and not just the VOD. Sounds good. But, well, I'm glad you can make it today. I hope you enjoyed the live experience as much as, well, I hope you've been enjoying the VOD experience as well. We're going to wait until this army arrives over here, and then we're going to shift this army down over there. We want to maintain that siege progress, but we want to assist the battle over here, of course, as well. These guys will be here any moment now, and as soon as they arrive, there we go. We're going to shift our attention down this way. The siege should pick up in speed, and this army is in for a serious fight over here. Ishmael's in charge, though. We should be okay. There we go. Yeah, victory is guaranteed. Especially with reinforcements coming, victory is guaranteed. Any moment now. Any moment now. Our champion maimed Constantinos, and Elizabeth has given birth to a daughter as well. Unfortunately, a homely daughter. Really? Couldn't be quick instead? Toda? Wow, are you for real? Is that... that's so rude. Because we got the toad over here and we're going to call her Toda? Oh my... Okay, you know what? Fine. May you grow strong and wise. May you grow strong and wise. Oh my goodness. A little on the nose game. That is a little on the nose. The differences in faith. In the county of Kalat Ayum, they believe in Catholicism and they do not pray to Mari. So again, Carlos condemns it as heresy, but the people ask for understanding. They will pray to the powers. County of Kalat Ayub will be easier to convert faith. Okay, let's go ahead and actually deal with that. Make sure we find the right place. They will pray to the powers. We're fighting a war on two fronts. One of faith. Go ahead and get you in there to convert faith. Yes. 18 years it'll take. Important things take time, right? Important things take time. Where are we? Here we are. Yeah, we won this for sure. Esteban, no worries, buddy. I mean, that went too long. That's unfortunate, but I'm glad you can make it. We are at war with the Byzantine Empire because of succession that gave them some territory in the Iberian Peninsula, so we're making sure to take that back. Apart from that, we are positioning ourselves for a war that would bring the Kingdom of Bavaria into our dynasty as well. Very excited for that. But yes, currently in the middle of a war against the Byzantine Empire. They are weak, though the war is, of course, expensive as well. We are actually able to maintain our overall financial situation. Pretty pleased about that, actually. That is not bad at all. We are overwhelmed by stress, because our friend died. Duke of Vela, my cousin. No, Basque-King. Oh no. F's in chat. F's in chat. We have lost Duke Vela Basque-King. Lived to 50, died from his wounds. True warrior to the end. Duke Suero Velez of Toulouse takes his place instead. Dang. It had to happen eventually. Too young, though. Too young. Far too young. Farewell, Basque-King. You're a good cousin and an even better friend. Recently, I feel like I'm not worthy of the Kingdom of Vasconia. Do other rulers doubt themselves as I doubt myself? I try to be a good, temperate king, but my mouth seems to water constantly. Everything makes me hungry. Why am I so damnably uncharacteristically hungry? Damn this universe for raising one so poor as me to such heights. I need to be alone to think about this, making me reclusive. Hurting the one thing I'm good at, my stewardship skills, right? My diplomacy, too. I will scourge myself for my sins, making me a flagellant. It would wound me, or I'm just as good as the rest. Stress me out. If I stay stressed for too long, it'll hit me with another mental break. No, these thoughts are the thoughts of an outsider. They're not my own thoughts. I'm just grieving for a lost friend. I am just as good as the rest. I am just as good as the rest. Keith Hinder, a cousin and friend, Duke Vela Basque-King, as Esteban says, has passed away. At 50, it was sad. Okay, Percy, go with a flog. I don't think we're not supremely pious. We're a devoted servant, but we're servant. Sorry, but I don't think we're pious enough to go with the flagellation. Also, it's very dangerous. It could kill us. And currently, we're trying to be whole of body. Let us not forget. So I would probably at least have some idea that hurting myself like this would be bad for the realm. And so I'm just as good as the rest. Do not forget who we are. I'm just as good as the rest. Back to this war. Back to this war. This fort will be ours at Larissa. Good victory, decent bit of loot as well. Yeah, this war is going to make us rich, especially with the monthly income at 0, like not at negative. With our marshal doing his job, this is going to make us rich. This siege will be done in 4 months, so no need for the. You know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and send the onagers. Send the onagers down over here. And let's send the rest of the army up where? You have 19... Oh, wait. That's just here. You have 10 gold. You have 12 gold. I thought I saw richer places. I remember seeing richer places. 18 gold up here. 47 gold up here. Okay. Gonna take some losses making our way there. Fine. We'll go step by step. Take Thessalia first so we can actually have this entire county. We'll make our way up there. Because this will still take, what, 4 months? Okay, speed time up a little bit over here. We have some issues. Declare wars, negotiate alliance with Infante Alfonso. No, none of this interests me. I have some payments I can demand. The Duchess is able to pay me. It's not urgently required. Would I use that strong hook for anything else? Perhaps not. She's getting old, so before it's too late, before someone kills her like she killed her husband, Why don't we go ahead and demand that payment? Line our pockets a bit. Good stuff. We actually might be able to afford a building sometime soon. That is wild to think about. You will pay us 4 gold. That's not enough. 13. That's not enough. And 50. Duke of Toulouse just recently became Duke. It is a weak hook. It is a weak hook, so it would expire as soon as we do it. Let's hold off on that. He is still young. There's still time to charge him. Sebastianos, our hook on you will soon expire. My Chancellor. Nothing I can really do. Well, I can demand his conversion, I suppose. Don't even need to use the hook for that. Fair enough. I suppose I will let it expire then. No use using it for something I can get for free. Succumbing to his wounds after tearing through Byzantine forces, the bells of Asconia ring out for Basque-Chades, tolling the hour of stress, overcoming our king at his loss. Beautifully put. And the cheer came at a perfect time as well. Oramas Kalasinskas, I hope I said that correctly. I apologize for butchering it. Thank you very much for subscribing. Feel free to correct me in chat if I got it horribly wrong. But yes, literally just expired. Thank you for subscribing, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, you know what to do. And folks, again, and as always... Why? Why? Ivanka. My dear Ivanka. I might not have loved you, yet I feel you're passing more acutely than I ever thought possible. You were always there, my constant companion. Did I take you for granted? There are so many things I left unsaid. I hope you find peace, Ivanka. I cannot believe it. More stress, more stress. She was a good wife. She was a very good wife. Brought us many children. She was a genius. She supported us well. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I think I must remarry. I think I must remarry to assist with our duties. Not necessarily to have more children. God knows we have enough children. I see the F's in chat. When it rains, it pours. Ain't that the truth? Village Idiot, any advice for my game? My dynasty is now 9,500 members. It's only 1150. I've spread so much witchcraft that every time one of the 200 covens does an event, the game freezes for 30 seconds. Oh man, I don't think I have advice for that. That's rough. Super cool, but that's rough. Yeah, that's going to be hard to overcome. Oh man. Damsels in distress. What's this now? My lord, the unthinkable has happened. My Marshal Ishmael takes a second to catch his breath, his forehead wet with sweat. The ladies of Zaragoza have taken up arms to defend the city themselves. Carlos storms into the room, soon following. This is unnatural, my lord, he cries out. If we let them fight soon, they shall also ask for land. And who's going to take care of the children then? A sword is a sword, Ishmael answers. Immediate. Surely you agree, my lord. Ishmael is currently leading our forces through Byzantine hinterlands. I will agree with him. And I wish all my subjects were so ready to defend our lands. Literally in the middle of a war right now. We could use all the numbers we could get. Are we actually a threat, though? No, we're not. We're not under threat. Very well. If I find myself a new spouse, what do I seek help with most? Learning, perhaps? Learning and intrigue, maybe? Oh, hello. That 30 is not too bad. I suppose intrigue makes sense. 21 and 13, that's not bad either. I say learning and intrigue because just as a reminder, we are not all that learned ourselves. We're trying to get city planning done so that we can actually build the first ever, well, the first modern, so to speak, era temple to Era Zaharak, right? We cannot build shrines without city planning. And our learning is so low, it'll take 13 years, which is why I kind of want learning to help us as well. But of course, intrigue is always useful too. I do not think I need to forge an alliance with our marriage, as nice as it would be. I do not think I need to do that. We're strong enough as we are on our own. Yeah. Might want to find an older woman to marry to prevent having more kids. True, true. We got this 41, Joanna, 22 and 9. Something. What was her? She was a 6 learning, so 9 is better than what she was providing. And she's 41, so very close to not having children anymore. 43 over here, 20 and 9. Also not bad. French, touch of our past, I suppose. Lustful. So the last 2 years of being able to have children might be eventful. 19 and 7. Greek, we're at war with them right now. I could not betray my people like that. Sure, why don't we go ahead and do... Oh, actually, hold on. 19 and 10. That's good. 19 and 10 is not bad. Because the highest we can get is what? 20, I mean 30, but 30 and 1, right? Don't forget, I'm looking at 2 traits, right? 27 and 5 for Christina, but she's kind of on the younger side as well. And our current Spy Master is pretty good as well. This is mainly to help a little bit on our side. And literally all of these guys are much better than our old queen was in terms of capabilities, right? Not in terms of our love for them, obviously. Kraka Moring would be the ideal call, but she is 23. Are we able to? No. I was gonna say, are we able to? We can. That's one way to stop having children. Just kill ourselves. I was wondering if we could take on thing yet, but not yet. We have to make a decision first. What's it called? Celibacy. There's a perk rather we have to get to before we can take on celibacy. Kraka, very tempting. 21 and 13. We could embrace celibacy soon enough. Worth a shot. I just don't want too many sons challenging our heir. You know what I mean? Exactly, Dom. That's my thinking. We'll soon be able to pick celibacy. Dive into that with both feet and nothing else. Sure. Kraka Moring. If I'm pronouncing that umlaut correctly, I have no idea. We will marry you. And see where it takes us. Send the proposal. And her intrigue will also help us perform assassinations and stuff when needed. Send that proposal. And there will be no celebration. There will be no celebration. This is a marriage purely of oh my god, Esteban. Celibacy, worth a shot or lack thereof. My goodness. Oh god. I have no words. My goodness. I love it. Let's keep moving over here. Let's go ahead and push to the barony of Iberia. Take that for ourselves as well. We've taken a prisoner in this siege. Good stuff. The Duke of Thessaly. Wedding preparations. On second thought, this is really just a formality. We can afford it, but I'm not interested. How did it suddenly become so expensive to have our armies raised? Either way. My prisoner, what to do with you? You are not a part of the war score, I imagine. You are not. How much can I ransom you for? 100 gold. Yes, absolutely. I'll take it. This war is going to make us so much money. This war is going to make us so rich. You know what I should actually do? I'm converting faith, aren't we? Well, we have some claims we can push. The next war we would declare is for Al-Andalus, because I believe... Where is... Yeah, Valencia. We have somebody in our court who has a claim on Valencia. Might not be one of the top claimants, but we have a claimant in our court. We'll push their claim, make them a vassal, and gain all that territory as well. So we're about to have some back-to-back wars going down over here. We're about to win this siege as well. This war is going quite swimmingly, I would say. I'm trying to figure out 406 gold. I mean, geez, once we have city planning completed, we'll be good to go. Look at that. From 13 years down to 10 years. And if we take a look at our spouse, she's currently helping with patronage. Okay, good stuff. Shaved 3 years off of that. Now, hang on. Let me check something really quickly. Bear with me for a second here, folks, as we take a look at the Kingdom of Italy once more. And we take a look at your son here. If I try to murder him, 58% chance of success. If you help me with court intrigue, whoops, 72% chance of success. Not bad. That's with agents and stuff as well, of course, but that is not bad. And that is with you supporting schemes as well. When the time comes. When the time comes. When the time comes. Unfortunately, murdering him will be a lot harder. When his health is in decline, when he gets old, I think we should kill his son. Because the hope would be that... Or when she gets old and they can't have children anymore, which will be sooner. Because then the hope is that we kill him before he becomes king, because again, being a ruler makes it harder to kill you, obviously. And that should allow us to get Eliza to be next in line, though she is currently ill. I'm not a fan of that. Not starting the scheme, thank you very much. But yeah, cool. Keep you at patronage right now. Things are looking pretty good. Things are looking very interesting. Things are looking very interesting. The Vatican calls this string of funerals in Vasconia the pagan payment to God. Dark times indeed, and Seamus says the bells had not yet dimmed before they rang out once more, this time accompanied by the heartbreaking wails of a kingdom in mourning. The Queen, mother to all Vasconia, is in the hands of Mari. Beautiful stuff, Seamus. Love it. Love it. My goodness. It's a sad day. It is a sad day. But what is this mark of distinction now? As the renown of my dynasty grows, familiarity with the glorious de Vasconia sigil spreads too. My family's device is now recognized in the regional circles of nobility, counted highly amongst the prominent Basque bloodlines. Man, Royal Court added so much cool stuff. A masterwork large wall ornament, the Vasconian dynasty banner. As it should be, as it should be. Over to our court really quickly. I want to make sure this is the, yes, the masterwork banner. Are you on display as well? Don't think you are. I guess I can't swap that in. We got room here. The smaller banner. There you go. And if we get another one, we'll put it up over here as well. In place of the Al-Andalus war banner. No, you know what? I kind of like that we took that one. Any more war banners we take, we'll definitely put up. And if I can get the Byzantine one, I would be very, very pleased to have that on our walls too. Yeah, court's coming together nicely. Court's coming together nicely. As is this war. Victory over here has been won. Let's go ahead and push further into Thessalonica. Yeah, decent bit of money to be made there. Gonna take some losses, of course, because we're moving through this territory. I wonder, actually, if I do that, we won't suffer any attrition. It'll take longer, but we won't suffer any attrition. Seamus is very inspired today. Yes, and inspiring, I would say. Good stuff. Good stuff. I love it. I love that kind of stuff so much. Siege 1 over here. Is that the same siege from where we got the ransom, I think? Either way, this war is making us very rich. It's starting to cost us some money. Oh, you know what it is? It's because we're replenishing against the losses. A dangerous faction. Are you for real right now? Liberty faction, 4 members. This new Duke. It'd be unfortunate if we needed to crush them. We would bring our allies in to do it, I suppose. Can I? No. No, I cannot. Imprison him. No, not much I can do there, apart from ask for money. It's okay. 26 months, they might send an ultimatum. We'll have our allies step in and crush them. We don't even need to fight them ourselves. Keith says, I'm still waiting for a murder attempt in the royal court after you did something someone didn't like. You mean like a decision while holding court that upsets somebody? That kind of a thing? Because that would be interesting. I haven't seen anything like that happen yet. Calling on me to honor... What is this? You're at war with your own... Oh, the liberty... It's a liberty war. I mean, I'll accept. I don't think I'll actually dive in there. I'll accept. Got to keep up appearances, right? Pretty soon we'll be going to war with him. Pretty soon. I'm wondering if I want to... how high I want to prioritize that. We have some time still, right? We have some time still. We could... again, it's not about his age. It's about his brother's age, who is 35 right now. As long as he's not too old, as long as he doesn't die, we can push his claim. And it'll be... Oh, this is a daughter. Okay, right. Once they have some sons, it'll fall into our line, because again, this is a matrilineal marriage. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited for that. I'm genuinely so very pleased. But no, we're gonna go for Valencia first, and then we'll deal with the question of Bavaria. The Bavarian bother, if you will. There's a better name for it out there somewhere. Not hitting me just quite yet. Seamus, all thanks. The creative juices be on tap today. Absolutely. Gods only know why, but use them while they last. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Thomas Chronicle says, if you transfer those counts to the rightful lieges, they should drop out of the factions. True. Perhaps it's a good time to actually pay attention to that. That is a good point. But what is this now? Viking cheese. I stop at a roadside stall selling some simple foods. The trader, Munia, plies me with different wares before reaching below the stall and bringing out a carved wooden box. For you, my liege, this is the finest cheese in all the realm. She pushes the small block into my hand, leans in and whispers conspiratorially. It was crafted by cheese-making Vikings here in Iberia. Despite the bizarre comment, the cheese is incredibly good. I'll accept your cheese, but not your ridiculous story. Or I must find these cheese Vikings, or what a load of rubbish. No, no. No, 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 no. Losing stress might be a good idea, but I am quite curious. Who are these cheese Vikings? I must find them. I must know of them. Excellent time for that cheer there. Masood Nakuda, thank you very much for subscribing. And Pixie FN as well, thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the show. Again, if you are, you know what to do. Hit that like button down below. It really helps me just know what to keep going with on the channel. There are countless wars. The Northman armies, conquest of the Duchy of Holland. Yes, yes, I'll come through. Lothringia, I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten how you treated me. Looks like we have a Dynasty Legacy available as well. We've been pushing the glory aspect. Earning respect increases personal scheme power and monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience as well. I say we keep moving down this way again, right? We are basking in glory after all. So earning respect it shall be. Good stuff. Hopefully I don't need to disinherit anybody anytime soon. We should be fine. We should be fine. Another siege has been won. I could probably spread out a bit more, actually. And it looks like we have a prisoner over here. Can we ransom them? I always get this mixed up. Ransom you? No. This kid over here. Should be able to ransom them. Gotta return home first, though, right? Get you back over here. Get you moving to this barony. With its 60 gold loot. My goodness. Where are our onagers, actually? Hang on a second. They're not here. They're not here. And they're not here. What? Did they get wiped out somewhere? 32 days until whatever men at arms arrive over here. We'll send them in. I'm not sure what happened there. Grateful, how's it going, buddy? I'm doing fantastically. How about yourself? Alright, we're in there. Yeah, weird. Where are my onagers? Well, they're here now, I suppose. Send them over. We'll take some time. We'll take some attrition even. If I move them by sea, how much will it cost? Oh, it'll be free? Yeah, I can pay free. I can afford free for sure. Ooh, what is this now? Bleeding out. I'm inspecting the barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He's losing too much blood. Where is the physician? Saxo is nowhere to be found. A chill runs down my spine. I might be this man's only hope. Suddenly, as if he stepped out of thin air, my cousin Duke Nuno is at my side. He rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. He is a friend of mine already. We will work together. Hand me the tourniquet. No. Step back. This is my patient. My patient screams and thrashes. Even though 3 grown men weigh him down, every step of the way is a battle. I work frantically, shouting orders over the chaos, but it is hopeless. The man only grows weaker, his lifeblood gushing out over my fingers. As they carry off the body, Nuno looks at me with pity. Perhaps if I had relied on my friend, this man would have made it. He wasn't that good of a warrior anyway. It is what it is. Let my arrogance get in the way. Yeah, it was a decision at in the heat of the moment. Yeah, I think the onagers must have died taking attrition. That's probably what happened, yeah. Deceiver comes of age. What a name. I can't believe the name was generated by the game. Just as a reminder, we did not give him the name Deceiver. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Deceiver the intricacies of careful planning. All efforts have come to naught, however. While he has shown himself fully capable of petty scheming, few would call it refined. But refinement is not always what you need. He is a genius. He will do well enough. It is unfortunate he's only a flamboyant trickster, but it will do. It will do. It might be time to land him, so that he can improve his prestige and everything. Right? He is betrothed to the Princess Eliza. They should marry sometime soon now. Start having children. She's getting older. Pretty soon she's not going to be able to have children. I believe 45 is the age, right? And I do still have a high level of stress. No, absolutely. Perhaps we should host a feast. Perhaps we should host a feast. God knows we have the money for it. Our heir has come of age. I think it's as good a time as any to call a hunt and host a feast. Look, that's so expensive. It's so expensive. You know what? Let the others do the hunt. Let my son go on his hunt. in our head canon. We'll host a feast. We are in the middle of a war. We cannot afford to spend all of our wealth in this celebration. He'll have many an opportunity to do it himself. We will start a feast though in Zaragoza. We are an eager reveler, which is why I'm showing preference to the feast over the hunt. It is not a purely numerical decision, even though that does work out. It is because we're an eager reveler. So sure, let's host an exotic feast. Send out the invitations. Let's reduce our stress significantly. Good stuff. Normally I like to do both hunt and feast, but this time war, of course, draws our attention and the attention of our coffers. The mood is bright, spirits are high as the feast begins. Let us very quickly, though, check who here has come and who has not. At Zaragoza, we have our feast. Duke Ximeno and Infante Alfonso have not shown up. Members of the... No, they're not both members of this faction. They're not both members of this faction. We should also take a look at redistributing some of these members, right? The vassals, as was pointed out in chat. In a moment. Collateral damage. The hide of the great fox of Berry has been damaged, it seems. I barely managed to sit down at my seat when I hear a howl emanating from Mayor Timur. It would seem he and Mayor Styrbjorn have really gotten into it, as Timur is receiving a proper manhandling from Styrbjorn. Too late, I realize their martial dance has paved its way straight through the hide of the great fox of Berry. I motion for my guards to separate the two, hissing and clawing at each other. The duo is presented in front of me, all the while throwing blame on one another for starting the fight. We have here Styrbjorn and Timur, both of them my vassal. Timur not the biggest fan of me, but at least Timur follows the correct faith. This might be Styrbjorn's way of showing his disdain for me, 67 as he is. I could just let this pass. It wasn't my favorite piece. Everyone will appreciate me more. I'd be considered a benevolent ruler, I suppose. No, Mayor Styrbjorn. How could you? He's going to antagonize me by holding on to his faith? Might accept. Then I will antagonize him in kind. Grows closer to forming a rivalry with me. Mayor Styrbjorn, how could you? How could you? And let's actually take a look at these vassals. So he's the Duke of Toulouse. I am his rightful liege, I think. Am I not? No. Well, because I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's fine. He gets to stay there. The Count. He is my rightful vassal. Hang on. I'm not his rightful liege. How is that? How does that work out? Oh, right. I have not actually created the Duchy of Zaragoza. 250 gold it would take. Alright, perhaps we should do that so he does become my... I can't send him off elsewhere. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. What about you? Galat Ayub. Are you a part of... No, you are not. What are you a part of? Oh, you are. Duchy of Zaragoza across the board here. And Albunt down over here. The Emirate of Valencia. I could send him off. But to who? Rightfully, he would be under the person that has the claims to Valencia. You know what? These guys are all locked in their places for now. So if there's a rebellion, I'll let it happen. Again, we can call our allies into it. It won't cost us any prestige to do so, and we'll be just fine. They've dropped the prisoner off. Let's go ahead and take a look at our prisoners, see if we can't ransom you for 25 gold. I will take it, absolutely. And let's send these guys where? There's money to be made here still. 10 loot, that's not enough to bring us down there. 12 there. Fine, I guess we'll move forward. Ceres, can we go from up over here, please? Seems we'll take attrition. Go from up over there, then. Avoid the attrition as best as possible, right? And there is good money to be made here. Good stuff. Cool. Go ahead and get rid of all this. Byzantine army in Vasconia. Did I really miss it? Oh, look at that. There is. That's okay. That's okay. 3,100 strong. It helps our war score having held on to that. Let's go ahead and make some more money over here. We'll pull back if need be. They're going to have to come our way shortly anyway. If they start making a move towards Zaragoza, then we'll charge back, of course. But for the time being, they seem to be standing still. Good eyes. Oh, Ren. Lots. Lots. There's a lot going down. Enemies at the gates indeed. Sacketh, how's it going, buddy? And, oh, Bewitch, is that true? We can't become celibate if you're a reveler? I mean, I guess in a way that makes sense. There's different ways to party. Well, that's unfortunate. And turn time to land who? Sorry. Oh, you mean I guess I could land the person who has a claim on Valencia. I could land them. But if I'm about to give land away, I would rather land my son so he can start improving his prestige and stuff. On that note, though, where's my boy? You are married, right? Yes, you are married. Attempted to murder family member. Upset at me for another 8 years. She'll be fine. They get along well enough. Hopefully they'll have some genius children. But I do want to land my my heir so that we can improve his prestige and stuff sooner rather than later, right? Either way, we'll see. We'll see what the rebellion tries to do. And the other thing is, if these guys make a move, I could actually get Galicia involved, right? Because they are not all that strong, and they're actually at war with their king. Ugh, fair enough. We'll find an ally to help with this war as well if need be, because we're currently distracted making money over here now, at home. There is nothing like a feast. It reminds us all of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. You are something special, Javier, Duchess Asona tells me. Deceiver and Elizabeth nod their heads in agreement. Actually making good conversation with Duchess Asana. I just do what feels right. Losing even more stress. Improved opinion. This is actually working out. Again, she killed my rival, do not forget. Not for me, but still nice to see. With his engagement to Eliza, Deceiver has asked if I would host his wedding at my court. A wedding would no doubt be a cheery affair, but there's always the cost, and perhaps there are more important matters to attend to. No. A wedding at court sounds like a lovely idea. This is my son. This is the heir to the realm. Of course we'll have a wedding. Ransom accepted. Again, we've got money coming through. I'm not worried. Keith, it was a fantastic time. I shared some images, shared some pictures in the Discord, shared some on Twitter as well. It was a just amazing concert. I think we waited in line for 9 hours. Because we wanted to be right up front, right? We had tickets to what's called the foyer zone, which is... So Rammstein concerts have a lot of fire. Everyone on the band is a pyrotechnic. And they have this area called the foyer zone, which is like right up front. So we had tickets for that. But it's still, there's still depth to it. So we wanted to make sure we were as far forward as possible. So with that in mind, we got there very early in the morning. We got there like 10 o'clock in the morning. And the concert itself, the opening act started at 7. So we waited in line for 9 hours. For 3 of those hours, there was a huge thunderstorm. So we got rained on for like 3 hours straight. But the skies cleared by the time the concert began. And my goodness, it was such an experience. Again, these guys have like literal fireworks flying over the crowd during some of their songs. I could feel the fire like burning the tips of my beard at times. It was just such a good time. It was such a good time. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. But yeah, I had an absolute blast. I went to a Rammstein concert. Yeah, they were in Montreal, so we went. That's why we skipped the episode last week on Monday, because I was returning from Montreal on Monday. The concert was last week Sunday. It seems we've lost our onagers again. I guess attrition took them from us. Gotta get them back. We need those onagers, otherwise these sieges will take forever. Hopefully these guys don't get distracted. No. 25 days left, 23 days, and actually shipping them over as well. Oh wait, are the onagers here? They are. Okay, cool. Fort level is still too high, eh? Wow. These are some big forts. These are some very big forts. Maybe it's time to actually increase the size of our regiment here. It's expensive, but worthwhile. One soldier over here. One individual champion. Well, if he wants to fight, he wants to fight. Let's bring him in. There we go. I was worried we were going to march him into an army of 700 strong. Yeah, I mean, I shared it on Twitter as well. It's the most, like, it's really the only way I can share stuff is through, like, Twitter and on the Discord. But I shared a bunch of images. We were right up front. We were like, the second row from the rails. We were right up front. Oh, man, it was such a good time. One of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. They don't come to North America too often, and even more rarely do they come close to Toronto, to the point where I can travel to see them. So I'm very glad that I was able to see them here. What is this? Power of the Sacred Stories. So Gina Carlos often quotes passages from the sacred stories about the holy virtues. I should prove I have paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably one which complements his personality. I will memorize and recite a section on... Ooh, dude's brave, so then courage. Hopefully he will be flattered. He is indeed. I mean, he literally brave. It couldn't be more 1-to-1, right? Couldn't be more 1-to-1. Let's get anatomical studies. Working our way towards whole of body again, just as a reminder. Get these guys merged. And I do wonder, what are we looking at over here? Need these numbers to go higher. Let's take a look at the situation at the court. We have a flesh wound from Bosun and King Javier of Vasconia. What's happening here? A pool of blood is congealing under the feet of Bosun, a diplomat sent by my ally Duke Arias of Galicia. By the immense quantity soaked up by my fine carpet, I can only assume he has been bleeding on this spot for hours, if not longer. My apologies for this mess. I was defenestrated by a dwarf trying to rob me in an inn on my journey to Zaragoza. However, as the rapscallion cushioned my fall, the diplomatic visit can continue. It will still be days until my blood loss is fatal. Jeez. I could force this man to see a physician. There's a 2% chance that he dies and I lose money for it, because we need to clean our carpet. Successful wound treatment would keep him alive for longer, and the Duke of Galicia would like us more for it. My calendar only has space next week. Can you hold on? He would lose. That same Duke would lose respect for us, and we would still lose money because we need to pay for a new carpet. Or we can talk now, but your liege is paying for my carpet. I think that is fair. I guess we're overcharging him. We'll gain some gold. We'll talk now, but your liege is paying for my carpet. Thank you. Not paying for the mess that he's created. Best concert I've probably been to was Lindsay Sterling last year. Lindsay Sterling, she's the violinist, right? Am I remembering her name correctly? Jog my memory if I got that horribly wrong. I've been to not too many concerts. I've been to a Paramore concert. I've been to a Linkin Park. I've been to 2 Linkin Park concerts. I've been to 2 Linkin Park concerts. One where I was right by the rail. I've been to 1 Paramore concert. That was a smaller concert. I've been to 2 Rammstein concerts. The first Rammstein concert, I was kind of a little bit further away, but you could still feel the heat from far away. So for this one, we were just like, yo, we gotta go as close as we can go. They are definitely, Rammstein is just one of a kind. Pure showmanship. They're oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Our spy master seems to have left us. Who would make a good replacement? Count Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahad. 18 intrigue, not the best, but decent enough. I suppose we could assign you. We could get our own son there as well, but I do worry if he decides he wants the throne sooner than we're ready to offer it to him. So, Count Muhammad, let's put you in charge. And thank you very much, Chad Blank, for subscribing to the channel. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, again, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Oh, yeah, good point. I should take a look at these guys. They are making moves. All right, fair enough. Let's go ahead and get some allies involved. Drag Italy into this. That would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Call to war. The Holy War for the County of Tarragona. They will not accept. Yeah, they're not the biggest fans of us. And that's fair. That's reasonable. Who else is nearby? Lotharingia is not too close. Galicia, are you still at war? No, not anymore. They don't have as many. Oh, they are actually. Yikes. Bavaria. Alright, I suppose we could bring in Lotharingia. They're both in wars of their own, unfortunately. So I don't know if they'll actually join in properly. Let's try it. Let's try Lotharingia. They're a fraction closer. Call to war. This holy war, please. Cost me a bit of prestige, but we've got plenty. Let's see if they come through. Or if I have to send my my armies back. If I do, then we'll wait for these 3 sieges to complete, and then we'll send these guys back home. We're able to hold court once again. Nice. Of course, he will join. Excellent. They will learn to fear the men of Lotharingia. We'll see. We'll see if they actually make it. I mean... yeah, this is... they are making moves. I've gained the loot from here, though. That's very, very good. Taking a prisoner here as well. Cannot ransom you just quite yet, or can we? 50 gold. Don't mind if I do, I think. Yeah, we got to get our war gold back. Alright, fair enough. Let's go ahead and ransom buddy. Off you go. 50 gold. And again, once these 2 are done, we'll pull back. Because 1,800 troops, 1,900 versus their 1,700. It's a little tight. It's a little tight. Don't know if I love that. So I'll wait until 1 more siege is done at least. Wait until at least 1 more siege is done. How long will that take? A couple months, maybe? 4 months? 5 months? And then a few months to actually get here as well. Our forts are not nearly as powerful to slow them down as much as they've been slowing us down, right? I really should be upgrading some of some of our... really should be upgrading some of our forts, eh? The reason our war score is currently going down is because we do not hold the war target. You can see that's a negative 21% right there. So once we pull back and we get the war goal again, we'll be fine. So I'm not too concerned about that. Fear not, fear not. We will win this. We will win this war. We will win it handily. 2,100 soldiers against their 1,700. Let's go. How much will it cost to ship over? 21 gold. That's actually not that bad. We'll have to pay it a couple times. One of the reasons I was... We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think the math would add up if we had a larger army. 13 days left here. We're on our way. We'll send these 1,300 over as well. 1,200 on their own. We'll have to get some work done. Go ahead and ransom you off as well. 30 gold. Don't mind if I do. Paying for our for our cost to board onto these ships, I suppose. Pull you over. Let's go. Yep. How much will it cost? 13. Cool. Covers our costs. These guys are almost done over here as well. I need to be ready to pull them away if need be. But I'm not sure where... I'm not sure if the entire Byzantine army is actually all the way over there. Another 26 gold. Let's go ahead and ransom you as well, little child. Or are you helping the war goal? You are not. I did see it pop up and I wasn't sure if it was just because of the sieges we've won or because of the prisoners we've taken. I'll take the 10 gold. Thank you very much. Send you further, deeper into this land. Another 18 gold to be had here. Got to hit this 12 gold spot first. Sure, let's go for it. Should be quicker than some of the other forts we've been besieging. 2,300 strong now. My steward has been taken prisoner. Unfortunate. What is the secrets of the body? I find myself fascinated by the human body and all the secrets that it still keeps from us. Questions of life and death are constantly on my mind. To read texts on the topic is all well and good, but I cannot help but feel like I would learn a lot more from hands-on research. Study the ravages of disease, or the bodies of the dead deserve our respect. No, I will study the ravages of disease on a corpse. Who else have we lost? Our steward. Right. Well, he was just taken prisoner. So I could avoid... Hang on. This was our old steward, right? Baron Donato. 15 stewardship. Versus... this might have actually worked out in our favor. Versus 18. My brother. Powerful vassal too. Maybe not a terrible idea at all. Yeah, sure. Sure, we'll put our... I'm kind of tempted to put Ximeno in there instead, because he's a member of that faction, right? But it looks like that faction has disbanded, or has lost power, lost strength. So we'll put our brother in there instead. Nothing like some good old-fashioned... nepotism. The word escaped me. So unfamiliar with it, you know. I so rarely apply it in Crusader Kings. I've forgotten it. Either way, back to the secrets of the body. I try to hold my breath as I sift through the tangled mess of slimy, swollen entrails sprouting from the corpse's belly, but it is to no avail. The putrid stench of decay slowly finds its way to my lungs, making me gag. Something then tears open, and a stream of viscous, yellowish ichor spills all over the operating table. What was that? I could ask Saxo for help. Or I need to find more bodies somehow. No, not a fan of that. Or enough this is unseemly. No, maybe Saxo can help me. Maybe Saxo can help me. There was another 2,000 strong Byzantine army that disappeared and could be coming back to Greece. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. We'll keep an eye out for it. We might need to retreat these 1,100. They're currently making good progress here. Saxo was ecstatic to learn about my newfound interest in anatomy. With his help, I have significantly deepened my understanding of the human body. I only wish there could be some way to stave off the smell. I'm starting to fear all this exposure to bad air might not be good for my health. Perhaps some flowers could help, or I think I've learned enough as is. No. I think some flowers would probably help. 12% chance we become ill. Flowers will do the trick. Looks like we're fine. And my daughter-in-law, Eliza, has given birth to a son. A very important son, this one. Remember, Eliza is the future queen of Italy, if all goes well. Fortune? Oh, okay. I mean, wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Could I ask for more? That's got to mean what I think it means. Fortune de Vasconia. May you grow strong and wise. May you grow strong and wise. The kingdom of Italy will one day be yours. This boy grows older, as does his mother. I think she might be too old to have children now. Look at that. My grandson. Third in line. Yeah, it would be great if he was a genius. But the game is nailing it with names on this playthrough. Absolutely. I was thinking the exact same thing. What a name. Fortuna. Okay, okay. We have to make this work. We have to make this work. Alright. I'm loving this. Thankfully, proper use of flower patches, incense, and aeration seem to have helped lessen the effects that the bad vapors emanated by the cadavers were having on my body. That is a sentence, my goodness. I can finally focus on my studies without fear of repercussions on my own humoral balance. Nothing stands in my way of knowledge. Good stuff. Got ourselves a perk nice and early. And perhaps restraint. Let's try it. Restraint. Will that allow me to embrace celibacy? Yeah, it's because I'm a reveler. You were right. You're absolutely right. I thought I would check it. Wasted a pick there, but it's fine. We would have to have it at one point eventually. Right, our army has arrived at Tarragona. Good stuff. Our siege has begun. 7 months it'll take. Might draw these guys towards us. What is this army? Rather, who is this army being led by? Ishmael. Excellent. Era Zahara Exaltation. This is everyone coming to increase fervor again. Good stuff. These soldiers are arriving soon as well, bringing prisoners with them. These guys are still okay over here, suffering from some attrition, of course, but doing okay otherwise. Alright, here we go. This victory will be swiftly won. Go ahead and merge these guys together. 4 months left, then we'll crush this army. Take whatever prisoners we can. Prince Wayne, I guess is how that might be pronounced. Could actually station besiegers and take the rest over. Crush them right now. Yeah, that'll be good. Still 3 months? Ah, look at that. They flee, those cowards. There we go. You would come to my lands and threaten me? Be gone. Scourge of Iberia. Released our vassal. Replaced it with someone more skilled. Enemy combatants captured as well. Demna, a knight. Ransom you for nothing. Okay. The Knight of Princess Nino. Oh, just that he's the only person we got. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Very pleased with how this is turning around. There's our victory there, and there you go. War score is at 92%. Not much left to do at this point. We could try and intercept these guys as they look like they're making an escape. Oh, they're actually going to dive into this army. Okay. It still says we're going to win. Swap a different commander in. Someone more capable. Hopefully we'll be okay. It says we're guaranteed a victory here. That's if our reinforcements arrive in time. Which I think they will. Come on, come through. Quickly now, quickly now, quickly now. There it is. Right at the end there. Right at the death. Victory is ours. Beautiful. And will this war be won? Yes, it will. I love it. I absolutely love it. We have won the siege over here as well. Perfect timing to get Tarragona back. We got a bit of loot over here, I think. No time to waste. Let us end this war. Let us end this war. Enforce our demands. Thank you very much. So much conquest. It is unfortunate that it was for just a small tract of land, but war is done. Bring these guys back home. Disband them. Disband these guys as well. Good stuff. Disband you too. Excellent stuff. Looking pretty good. We're able to hold court again. Probably a good idea after winning such a glorious victory. And lots of people we can demand payments from as well. Some prisoners can be ransomed too. Again, these are the prisoners I think we were carrying in this in these armies when we came back, right? So let's ransom you off. And Countess Count. Who was it? Countess Fakilo. And then this guy pops up. Oh, she's the right, of course. 25 gold I will take. Thank you very much. That's a lot of money. Demand payments as well. 11 gold, not enough. Ippolita, 15, 50. We'll hold off on that again. He's still young. Our own son over here can't afford his full payment. Duchess Azibella, my niece. Hang on. My niece is actually the Duchess of Galicia. She's not just married to the Duke, she is the Duchess of Galicia. Well, yeah, that's great. I will take your wait, actually, hold on. The unfortunate thing is that we need the territory over here because they have one of the holy sites, don't they? I could demand her conversion. Oh, I could demand her conversion. Hang on. This is, we'll come back to her in a bit. Azibella, we'll come back to you in a bit. Just want to make sure all this has been looked at first. These guys are not able to, afford anything. Cool. Hang on a second. So, if we take a quick look at our faith, you will see that, yes, this holy site is not controlled by Era Zaharak. Santiago. Sure, I mean, I'm not going to complain about either gaining access to either of these. So this should now work out if I have it right. You demand conversion. She will accept even without the hook, actually, so I could make money off of her as well. But first, let's demand her conversion, my good niece, and let us go ahead and see this this flip. Come on now. Move it to the side so when the pop-up... I moved it to the side enough for the actual pop-up, but of course 2 pop-ups come up and one blocks it. Either way, I should, once I say excellent to this, it should be okay. I just find it funny. Arazara, right? Not controlled. If I say excellent. Oh, she's giving it to some vassal. Well, maybe she'll convert the vassal. We'll see. Now, what is this? Some hunter causing a ruckus about a map? The idiot belongs in my dungeon. Belongs in my dungeon. We'll torture him, see if we can't learn any information about who's plotting against me. Because someone definitely is. What, Count Martine, why would you give this? It would have been so nice. Would have been so nice. It's okay. We've got enough going for us right now. The sweet kiss of the whip. It might look innocent, but it can separate flesh from bone just as well as any knife. A truth Pelayo is soon to experience. He'll be sleeping on his stomach for quite some time. It had to be done. No secrets learned there. Let's go ahead and make sure our spy master is disrupting schemes. Muhammad likes us, so I don't think he's planning anything. 16 years until conversion is completed. Gonna take some time. But down over here, Al-Andalus. My armies are raised. Right. These guys are still making their way back, so I can disband them soon enough. Money's looking good. Money's looking very good. But right, she converted. I did not take her money, though. Oh, she's actually at war. She's fighting herself. What a baller. I think it's so cool that our family is spreading like this. I really hope she doesn't die in this war. She's turned it around, though. They're winning now, so that's good. I can't offer to join war. She's not an ally. Can't negotiate an alliance, because we aren't actually that closely tied, I guess. Fair enough. Give me your money. Please. Thank you. Again, we'll lose the hook, but that's okay. Money's looking great. 446. We could actually build... Well, soon we'll be able to build a temple. How long will this take? 7 more years. Time is moving forward, isn't it? Time is certainly moving forward. And let's take a look at Italy again really quickly. I think she's too old to have children anymore. I think it's time to try and kill this boy. 60% chance of success. If I have my wife helping with court intrigue. 74% chance. If I have my spy master helping with support schemes. 88% chance of success. That is with agents, of course. Yeah, Dom, they have not arrived. They've not arrived in friendly territory yet, so I can't disband them just yet. I think we do this. She's getting old. She hasn't been pregnant for so long. So I feel like now's the opportune moment. What do you guys think, chat? I need a quick sip of water over here, but what do you think? Get some agents in there. 88% chance. We could maybe... do what? Spend some time looking for secrets in the court as well, I suppose, but that might just be time wasted. You say go for it? I think so. Do the needful. That's one way of putting it. 88%. Yeah, let's do it. Need that sip of water that I said I was going to take. Alright. 12 months. I really hope... She's 42. Like, should I wait until she's 45? He's 37. What if he dies randomly, you know, in battle or something? It will have to be done, won't it? The scheme is ordained by Marie. Must be done. Let us begin this scheme. Let's do it. Let's do it. 88% right off the bat. These agents joined without any hesitation. We can also convince the Spy Master if we really needed him in there for 210 gold. We don't need to spend that kind of money. I just need a little bit more help. My best friend, Ippolita. Finally use that hook. You know what? She's available. She's the court physician. A good position. It's a strong hook too, so we'll still have access to it. Ippolita, I need your help here. My family needs your help. Join me. Make this 95%. Stresses me out a little bit. I abuse my friendship with Ippolita. Well, that's not ideal. Worked so hard to reduce that stress. But it's okay. It's okay. It's time to go for a little hunt. Sound the horn. We've made plenty of money from our war. Sound the horn. Let's go on a hunt and combat this stress. That's as high as we can make our chance of success. 95%. I can't go higher than that. Now the thing is... Wait, hold on. What was our secrecy, actually? 95%. Come on. Come on. These guys are still making their way back. Reduced our stress level. Excellent. Hopefully the hunt will prove fruitful. I mean, it already has, truth be told. Come on. Elaio has died in my dungeons. He's the one making the maps. The boar, my vassal, Mayor Timor, is the first to see it. The powerful boar is hard to distinguish from its surroundings, but it is observing us through the undergrowth. I lock eyes with the animal, and it is almost as if it can sense my intention, for it suddenly takes off. We ride. Quickly now, let's go, men. That boar will be mine. And this army will soon come home with its prisoners. Looks like there are no prisoners, even though it's got the symbol for it. Either way. Well, they're not technically prisoners of war anymore, I suppose. We follow the boar on its flight through a ravine, and suddenly Mayor Timor's horse loses its footing and sends him to the ground screaming. It is nothing fatal, but the mayor is twisting in pain. Oh, he's a champion of mine as well. We press on, or Timor must be given time to recover. I am arbitrary, I am temperate, I am cynical. Arbitrary says, do my own thing, little regard for others. We press on. Tis but a flesh wound. He'll be fine. We press on. This army must now be disbanded. Thank you very much. Look at that monthly income. Look at that monthly income. Oh my goodness, we are doing well. Andalus, we could declare war upon you now. Count Hussein's claims. Look at that. Infante Anso's claims. Marginal by comparison. He is my son, but he is my disinherited son. And so, we go to war for Count Hussein's claims. Much grander. Take the entire emirate. 1,500 prestige. Ah! Damn it. Well, hopefully the hunt gets us what we need. Scheme discovered. 95%. 95% secrecy. It cannot be higher. It simply cannot be higher. And still... No, bribes don't get cheaper as the scheme goes on, sadly. Price stays up. The existence of my plot to murder Pio Carlingturin has been discovered. While my involvement is not yet known, this will make it a lot more difficult to bring my plans to fruition. Curses, damn it, curses! I mean, we can bring the Spy Master and he can be convinced with a bag of gold. 210 gold. I know, why does this always happen with the Italian job? Well, like, what? In for a penny, in for a pound, or 210 as the case might be. We will bribe the Spy Master with increased success chance and scheme power, which will help with secrecy. Gotta make sure I don't get found out, and we gotta help this as much as possible, right? And he's the most powerful individual we can get involved, so yes, invite him to the scheme. So expensive. So very expensive. Hopefully it'll be worth it. Come on, I want to see that number pop. I want to see that number pop. Good stuff. Wouldn't have needed to spend all that money, but it is what it is. Back to the boar. As the boar disappears into the forest, I know that the quarry is lost. It is regrettable that Mayor Timur had to be injured over an escaped boar, but such risks are part of the thrill. Next time we'll get it. Just you wait. Next time we'll get it. Now what's the deal over here? Not pregnant? Okay, good. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna have kids anytime soon. Wife is tending to wounds. Mayor Timur is getting attentive care for 5 years. That's good, see? We take care of our vassals. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the forest behind as the light fades from the sky. Everything that could go wrong seemed to do so, but there were silver linings to be found. We return home in disappointment, but with enough prestige to declare that war. Might be a good idea to accumulate a little bit more before we dive into it, though, just because in case something comes up, right? We'll be okay. The Italians are masters of counter-intrigue, apparently. 210 gold is a lot of pennies, yeah. I hope that's how I paid Duke Roberto of Savoy in pennies, making up 210 gold, whatever that is. My goodness. It's okay, it'll be worth it. It'll all be worth it. It'll all be worth it. We must make sure to join Italy in any of its wars, by the way. What is this war? I say any of your wars, any of the relevant wars. If Italy is strong, then eventually we are strong, right? Kingdom of Bavaria as well, we'll go to war with soon enough. His brother is 38, getting up there. They have a granddaughter. Have more children, come on. Have more children. Don't make me do what I had to do when I was playing my Moroccan campaign. Don't make me do it, because I will. I will. Let's get to 1700 prestige, maybe, before we declare this war. It'll be soon enough. It will be soon enough. Scheming expertise for Queen Kraka. Excellent timing, too, considering what we're in the middle of. Another man has died in our dungeons. Is there anybody? No, I don't think so. Ransom you for nothing. You're a nobody. You're an absolute nobody. Oh. Yeah, actually a nobody. Victory against the Duchy of... Or against the Northman army, I should say. Good stuff. We weren't able to contribute, but hey. It's fine. We're being raided by Count Fasti. You for real? Man. Are you actually for real? What the hell, man? What the hell? So, Aloha, the reason why PO must die is, this is something we plotted maybe 2 or 3 sessions ago? 2 sessions ago, I guess. But the King of Italy gave his first daughter's hand in marriage to my second son. My second son is my direct heir. So, the first daughter of Italy is having children with my second son, my heir, whose kids, as a result, are of our house, House Vasconia. If all the sons of King Signolfo, the King of Italy, if all his sons are dead, then that first daughter gets the throne when he dies. We've already killed 2 of his sons. We're trying to kill this third one that's just come up. So that if he dies, the Princess Eliza becomes Queen of Italy, married to who I will play when I eventually die. And then when that character dies, these kids, his heir, will have the Kingdom of Italy and the Kingdom of Vasconia. And our family separately is also trying to get the Kingdom of Bavaria, but that's a different story. So that's why Pio's got to die. Because what a golden opportunity. We've set this up. We spent so much money killing these 2 kids. We spent so much time killing these 2 kids and trying to kill the king as well. All failed, unfortunately, because of some bad luck at the end. And it looks like that same bad luck is coming back to save Prince Pio. His good luck, our bad luck. Because Ippolita, my friend and agent at the court, has been discovered, and the king has placed her under lock and key. Curse King Signolfo. Curse him to death. This is not ideal. How much more will I invest in this scheme? 13% chance of success. His spy master has left as well. Really? After I paid so much? Maybe he'll escape. He got imprisoned as well, but even if he escapes, he will not be the spy master again. Man, I really should just stop. I really should just stop caring about Italy. That is how it always plays out. That's so... It's so upsetting. That is so upsetting. Hopefully our involvement doesn't get discovered, because that'll be even more of a problem. The winged messenger. No. We will not be using birds for this. It is too risky. There are still events that could happen that increase the chance of success. We spent 210 gold for like 30 seconds of hope. I should have waited until the very death. But then the secrecy was so low, we might have been discovered 2 months. $100 gold to bring this guy in. Philippa, 61 gold. Okay, 61 gold. We can afford that with little quarrel. 38. How much would you cost? 137. You're too expensive for what you have to offer. I'm like wondering if even marginal increases right now, just to... We're gonna go through with this. We're gonna go through with this. Should have sought out secrets. Should have sought out some additional hooks. Philippa, I suppose I could bribe you for 61 gold. I've spent so much already, but it's a little bit more. Sure. Let's bring you in here. Women's claims cannot be pushed as because of our faith. This is what our spy master has named the sunken cost fallacy scheme. Yeah, for real. For real. Please, I just want this to work out. I just want this to work out. 32%. Okay, she's accepted. 100 gold. So desperate I am for this. So desperate I am. We're making good money though, so at least there's that. 16 versus 20. Alright, sure. Here, take your 100 gold. I want this boy's head on a stick. Paid that bribe just a little too late. Well, the money's not gone out yet, so at least there's that. Pio's time has come. All things fall eventually. Kingdoms, lords, children pushed from high places. My agents will leave a trail of sweets leading up, 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 high enough to set little Pio's stomach tingling. Once at the top, he will find a basket full of treats hanging over the wall. And as he reaches down to untie the rope, it would be so easy for him to slip. A tragedy. Truly. Please, 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 please work. Yes! 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 Victory is ours. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy right now. Pio is dead. They found his mangled corpse on the ground, candy scattered on the ground around him. His young face was permanently twisted into an expression of surprise and terror. At least everyone thinks he fell by accident. I cannot believe that worked. I cannot believe the secret has been kept. Yes! I am so happy right now. I'm so tremendously happy right now. V for Vasconia in chat. There we go. I'm gonna kicking it off. Drop those V's in chat. Drop those E's in chat. Give me all your joy, folks. I'm so pleased. I'm so happy. We've worked so hard for this. We have invested so much money. We sacrificed our friend. They are in jail right now. We worked very hard for this. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Marie provides indeed. We are extremely happy that this 10-year-old is dead. 7-year-old. Didn't even make it to double digits. Oh boy. This is the worst thing I've been the most happy about. V is for falling from very high places. My goodness. I had to do this. I had to do this. It was an accident. Maybe if he was taught not to care for candy so much, he would still be alive. But that means next in line is Princess Eliza. And after her, my grandson, Fortune. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Now you better not have another child. I cannot stand the thought of killing another young boy. I'll do it if I have to. Now hopefully he won't take my money, that last person I invited to my... He did. Even though the scheme is done, the money was sent. It's okay, I deserve that. My penance for killing kids. I deserve that. Didn't even use his help, because he didn't join us in time. Damn it, Krakow's pregnant. He didn't join us in time to actually influence the scheme, but it is what it is. It's okay, we're making money quickly enough. We'll make that money back in no time. Oh boy, I'm just pleased as goddamn peach that we succeeded there. Alright, time for war. We've got enough prestige. I said I'd wait until 1700, so I'll stay true to that. We'll wait until 1700, declare a war then, take territory. That way we'll have enough money as well. An inspired person can be sponsored. Wants to make a cabinet, and she's competent. Again, we don't have the money for this right now. If she was better, then maybe I'd invest in it. Dice gods are in your favor. They pitied you after the gold we spent. Yeah, I guess. Taking a look at chat here real quick. Party, it's like the song, I've got children in low places. Wait, what? I'm not familiar with this. Esteban says, so there's merch in PE store with had to be done. Yes, there is. It had to be done. Exists. One of my favorite pieces, actually, Miss Elite outdid herself with her talents illustrating that piece. But yes, there's the, if you do exclamation mark merch, I think in chat, the merch store pops up. Can't remember if I got that command in there. Time to find out. Either way, it would be, there you go. Check out some sick PartyElite merch. We actually added some recently, which was Nurgle themed, so it's extra sick now. But yeah, if you do want to see that piece, I like the art a lot. If you just want to look at the art, check it out there. It's called, yeah, It Had to Be Done. And it represents all the various ways you can assassinate people. Okay, Percy, small child murdered. I'm so happy. Yeah, it's true. So pleased. I'll soon have enough money to kill another child if need be. Oh, I see, Bewitched. I see. Well, that kid is in a low place right now. When you fall from great heights, you hit great lows. Words. Eliza de Vesconia can have a guardian. Oh, she's almost... I've really not paid attention to her, have I? Too late now. One more year, what'll it do? She'll be fine. I believe she's self-sufficient. Elizabeth can marry my daughter. Why? Why must you do this to me? Why? Why? We had such a great plot, and she killed her husband. I was like, wait, I married Elizabeth already. And I literally said a couple times, like, unless, like, oh, he's got time unless he gets taken by just, pure misfortune. The game gives and the game takes. The game giveth and the game taketh away. Can I? Do not have a casus belli anymore. Because I can't push my granddaughter's claim because, again, faith prevents women from having their claims pushed. If they had just had a son first. All right, who's next in line here? They're not going to accept a matrilineal marriage. We got so lucky there. My daughter, yeah. God damn it. It would have been a good story, but hey. It's fine. Elizabeth, working against the family like that. Find you someone who will accept a matrilineal marriage. Duchy of Barcelona is already under my control. Alsace Fighters, Teutonic Brotherhood. The Duchy of Toulouse is already under my control. Duchy of Jülich. Where are you? Small duchy in, Lotharingia? Could maybe do that. He's a son of Duke Ehrenfried of Jülich. Not the heir, though. He's the third son. Oh, sorry, second son. Not as much murdering needed, I suppose. Would he have a claim to the duchy? An implicit claim? It would be an unpressed claim when his father dies. Such small fry by comparison. Falling doesn't kill you, ceasing to fall suddenly is what gets you. Oh, that sounds familiar. The P motto is it had to be done. It really is. Seamus, yeah, I believe she is, yep, she is homosexual. Powerful lesbian killing the husband she was forced to marry. There's a pulp book plot in there. There really is, isn't there? Oh my god, man. Oh my god, we had something good going. We had something so good going. We'll marry her eventually. We'll find someone suitable. Making that same kind of a power play for a mere duchy is beneath us. It would join the Kingdom of Vasconia, and, you know, we'd have a little colony, you could say, I suppose, in Lotharingia, but not nearly worth as much. Our alliance has expired as well, of course. It is what it is. It is what it is. But folks, time has come, I think, to declare war on Andalus, get Count Hussein's claims over here, expand our territory quite a bit. Well, I should be doing as well at the same time. Well, we're doing this Convert Faith, which is why I cannot, I can't fabricate more claims. But perhaps I could find some claimants to... Wow, there's really no claimants to this entire duchy? What about the Duchy of Toledo? Doesn't technically exist. I was trying to figure out how we can expand our territory. Kingdom of Asturias? Well, I don't want anybody who claims the kingdom itself. I'd have to go to war for it specifically. Duke Nuno's claims. Ooh. But I want to be king. This would make him independent. And to become emperor, what do I need? I need quite a few more counties to become emperor here. Quite a few more counties. Damn. All right, so we can't war for a kingdom just quite yet, because we'll lose vassals if we do that. We need claimants. We need to expand our territory. We'll get a bit of territory over here, but we'll have to figure out what to do about some of these guys. Do you have any claimants? You do. Don't think either would be interested in joining me. One's a woman, so we can't even push her claims. It's okay. We'll figure it out, folks. But I think what we'll do actually is I think we'll declare this war next time. We're right at the end of this session. I don't think I want to declare a fresh war with 5 minutes to go. This was a very, very varied session, folks. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that like button on your way out from today's stream, or the VOD if you're watching it after the fact. But this was definitely an interesting session. We had a lot go down, especially at the end there. The war against the Byzantine Empire was won rather handily. It made us a lot of money, not that you can tell anymore. It made us a lot of money. It reunited Vasconia properly, got back what is rightfully ours, of course. And we also have set up the Kingdom of Italy for our success. It'll be a couple of generations, and the king is yet to die, and then Princess Eliza will have to die as well, but don't mind that. I don't mind that. We have set things up for our success, for our for Fortune de Vasconia. We have set things up properly for that, and I'm very excited for that. The Bavaria situation is unfortunate. It was a good thread. I wish we could have pulled on it a bit sooner, I suppose, but it is what it is. If I just declared that war... You know what, actually, if I declared that war, it would probably fall apart before we could have won it. So, it's okay. It played out as it needed to. I hope you all enjoyed this session, because I certainly did. It looks like Kiev just got split in twain by Khazaria. I remember seeing them, I feel like some land was lost there. But apart from that, Bedford still stands. It looks like there's some wars going on up over here. Sweden might be trying to push into Jämtland. Otherwise, it looks as it all looked when we checked last just a few moments ago. Folks, as always, no session is truly done without giving a massive thanks to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel month after month, year after year. Thank you all so very much for your support. Again, it keeps the channel viable. It keeps all this possible, so I appreciate it greatly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. As I say all the time, without all of you, none of this would be happening. So thank you so very, very much. I'm going to take a look at chat here real quick, of course, before we call it completely, right, before we end the session. 69 likes. True that. Well, we're over at 73 now. Thank you again. The likes and comments and all, again, whether they happen during the live stream or after the fact, they really help me make decisions on the channel. I say it all the time because it does make a very big impact. I look at my analytics fairly often. Mainly just to understand what people are enjoying and what I should keep going with, and what I'm enjoying as well, of course, plays into it. I'll never play something that I'm not enjoying, because I feel like that, that shows, and no one's having fun if that's happening. But it's important to me to know what y'all are enjoying, and so that I can make decisions accordingly, right? So I do appreciate it greatly. Thank you. Taking a look at chat, though, the marriage mod has a higher chance of couples becoming rivals, which is why you get more spouses killing each other more. And maybe that's what it is then. Maybe that's what it is, Tobes. Dang. So, that was such it was such gold. It was so good. Couldn't have asked for a better opportunity to just fall on our lap, and yet, it's okay. We'll have another chance come through. Seamus saying, this is just the first chapter. We're remarrying her after all. True. I mean, there's definitely the plot of a little, like, pulp, like, book there, for sure. Set in this era and everything, absolutely. I would totally read even a short story. If I was a better writer, I might try and draft one. I'm an all-right writer at best. Thanks for coming through, everybody. I'm glad y'all were able to make it. Long live Vasconia, the kingdom that totally does not kill children. Absolutely. We didn't kill a child. I wasn't. RICO laws don't exist yet. I wasn't responsible for the killing of any of these children. Not at all. But as I was saying again, folks, thank you so much for coming through. I hope you all had a good time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday and the rest of your week. We'll be back on Friday with Disco Elysium, of course, and then back on Monday again with Crusader Kings 3, continuing this tale and continuing our push into the Iberian Peninsula in more depth and earnest. I would very much like to make some progress with our main goals, obviously, as much as I enjoy the distractions and tangents. Otherwise, until I catch you next, I suppose, as always, thank you for coming, and cheers.